The champ is here.
Hello, people of the internet. I am James Phoenix, and welcome to another WWE Fantasy LOG. With me, as always, is Tiffany.
Here I am.
All right. Jeff is not here because he's a lazy fuck. I don't know where he is. I'm assuming he fell asleep. Maybe he'll show up midway through. Who knows? That's the fun.
Mhm.
But in the meantime, because of the situation and because Tiffany's up very late, we're going to actually swap our normal segment order tonight. We have a number of things going on. So we're going to start off with the recap of the week's programming and the scoring, and we're going to get that out of the way. And then we'll see where we are after that. If Jeff has shown up in the intervening time frame, or if Tiff is still awake, whichever, then we will proceed with the news thereafter. And, of course, we will squeeze in our WrestleMania predictions for tomorrow. So hopefully we can get through this without too much chicanery. So since we're starting off right off with the scores here, let's go ahead and check the most recent scores. So as you can see here in the lead in the pink over there is Tiffany and the Blissful Ride of Justice at 7,053 points. In second place, only 3 points behind is the Balor Club Worldwide at 7,050. And I'm still trailing way the hell back in 5,273. So, yeah, I'm not winning this either. That is not happening. I mean, yeah, no, it's just not. I mean, no, because I have I have Brock in the main event, but he's not going to win. And I have Seth Rollins in the Intercontinental title match, and that's about it. Oh, technically I own the bar if the bar retains, but there's no way for me to possibly get enough points to ever win. It's just not going to happen. So I've accepted that, and we will move on. Let us go over to the leaderboards. So in the lead of the leaderboards is the Monster Among Men, Braun Strowman, who is still Son's tag team partner right now. I guess we're going to have to wait till tomorrow night to find out who it is. In second place is one of the contenders for the Cruiserweight Championship on tomorrow's pre-show, Cedric Alexander, at 555. Followed by the WWE Champion AJ Styles at 552. One of the contenders for the IC title, Seth freaking Rollins, clocking in at 547, just ahead of one of his competitors, Finn Balor, at 515. Roman Reigns, the number one contender to the Universal title, clocks in at 458, followed by the number one contender to the SmackDown Women's title, Asuka, winner of the first ever Women's Royal Rumble, at 457. John Cena, who's going to WrestleMania as a fan, is at 455.
So he never responded. Undertaker never responded.
Nope. Oh, you didn't see Raw?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, he did not. We'll get to that in a minute. Spoilers, he's going to show up and they're going to book the match on live on the spot at WrestleMania because they wanted to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sami Zayn, who is going to be teaming with his best friend Kevin Owens to take on the authority figures of SmackDown. Coming in at 419 and rounding out the top 10 is this year's Royal Rumble winner and the number one contender to the WWE Championship, Shinsuke Nakamura, at 416. So there we go. So let us go ahead and throw these guys into alphabetical order and let us begin and take a look at what happened on Raw, as we are wont to do. Luckily, Raw was special. There were only there were only 5 matches on Raw, and one of them was a squash match, so not too bad. All right. So, Raw kicks off with Jonathan Coachman of the commentary team in the ring, and he proceeds to preview the big Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey versus Triple H and Stephanie match. Then proceeds to introduce Triple H and Stephanie.
Excuse me. Sorry.
It's okay. He introduces Triple H and Stephanie, and then introduces Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey as they come out to have what appears to be a I don't even know what this is.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's I don't know. I guess it's a face-to-face encounter. I don't know. It's not a contract signing. They already did that. I don't know. Some kind of face-to-face meetup for this match. Coach has a podium. There's chairs on either side. Triple H starts saying that they're going to shut down all of Ronda Rousey's new fans in the WWE Universe, and that he knows Kurt Angle is an Olympic gold medalist, and that he's all about the 3 eyes, but never really thought Kurt had the intelligence part down. Stephanie then trashes Ronda and questions who the hell she thinks she is, and Kurt says she'll answer for Ronda. She's Ronda freaking Rousey, a UFC champion and a gold medalist, and on Sunday she's going to make Stephanie tap. They responded, Ronda may have been a big shot in the UFC, but they're going to shut her down on Sunday, and she and everyone else will learn to respect authority. Kurt says no matter what kind of ring Ronda's in, she's the baddest woman on the planet. Stephanie says Ronda's first match will be a loss to her, and the world knows Ronda doesn't handle losses well. Ronda asks which arm is Stephanie's right hand, because she'll break Stephanie's other arm so she can still sign her checks. Coach thanks both sides and tells them the photographers to... Oh, it's a photo shoot. Okay. The photographers to come into the ring, then asks the two teams to pose. They face off. Triple H and Kurt shake hands, but Ronda doesn't shake Stephanie's hand. Kurt separates them, but then Triple H cheap shots Kurt from behind with a microphone. Ronda grabs Triple H by the throat, but Stephanie grabs her from behind and slams her through a table. They raise their hands in the air in victory as Kurt helps Ronda up to her feet, and they stare them down. So,
Triple H put Ronda Rousey to the table.
No, Stephanie put Ronda through the table. Triple H distracted Ronda so Stephanie could grab her and put her through the table.
Oh.
Now, you know, man on women violence is not. If Triple H did that, he would have been disqualified immediately.
Yeah.
Because that's how logic works in WWE video games. So you don't play the games that much. You don't get that joke.
I guess not, no.
It's a running joke in the WWE video games that in order to maintain their T for teen rating, the ESRB will not, that's the electronic, the people that rate video games, won't let them put any man-on-woman violence in the game. It's again, it would automatically, they have told WWE on no circumstances, if you put that in the game, we will give you an M for mature rating off the bat. So WWE doesn't want to do that. And so there's a lot of funny, ridiculous instances where even in instances where it should not matter, if in any way a man lays a hand on a woman in that game, they're disqualified, even in matches or situations where there's no disqualification.
Oh.
It's hilarious and weird. It's been that way for years. Anywho, that's going to be a promo to all 4 of those people. Let's see. That would be Kurt Angle. 5-point promo. 9. And then we're going to give 5 points to, let's see, Triple H. Yep.
Should I try scoring right now?
Considering you're way behind, it's probably not worth it. You're just going to get more confused. So I would say let me handle it, and I'll send you the document.
Okay.
Ronda. So let's see, Ronda Rousey is going to get 5 points for that. Yep. 8, and then Stephanie is going to get 5 points for that. Plus, she assaulted Ronda and put her through a table. So that would be 5 for Stephanie on the promo. And that would be, I guess 4 for an assault is 9, and 3 for a table spot is 12, which would be put her at 37. All right. Oh, excuse me.
I really don't understand. I'm pretty sure.
What don't you understand?
I'm talking to myself right now. I don't know how. No, you're fine. I'm trying to figure stuff out on my side.
Fair enough. Anyway. So next up, we have our first match of the night, which is Sonya Deville of Absolution taking on Bayley, with the result being that Bayley wins despite the attempted distraction assist by Mandy Rose from the outside. So, Paige will get accompaniment because, of course, she accompanied them to the ring because that's about all she can fucking do these days. Then Mandy Rose will get accompaniment and an interference is 11 points to Mandy Rose. 186. All right, and then Sonya Deville gets 5 points for being in the match. And that's about it. She is. So we're at 199. And then Bayley will get 20 points for winning a match. She'll get 5 for being in the match, is 25. And 1 for the maneuver with which she won the match. Actually, no, it's not for that. It's a different maneuver she did. But still 1 point, so 26 points to Bayley. Seven, 87, 97, and 6. Let's see, 287, 303. Okay. Cresting 300. Good job, Bayley. So, after the match, Mandy Rose jumps in the ring and begins beating down Bayley with Sonya. Sasha Banks comes out for a save, and they clear the ring. Sasha and Bayley then argue and get in each other's faces and start throwing punches at each other. Bayley hits a tackle, and then Mandy and Sonya hit the ring again, and they beat down both Bayley and Sasha and leave them lying in the ring. So that's assault points for all those people. Assault for Bayley puts her at 307. And assault for Mandy Rose puts her at 190. 90. And an assault for Sonya Deville puts her at 203. And then assault for Sasha Banks is 287. All right. So, our next match is the two contenders for the Intercontinental title taking each other on. Finn Balor versus Seth freaking Rollins. And after a decent back-and-forth match, Seth Rollins manages to pick up a victory off of a curb stomp. So that's cool. First of all, it's noted that the champion, The Miz, does come out to the commentary table for this match. So commentary points to The Miz. Da Miz. 24. All right. And so Finn Balor is going to get 5 points for being in this match. And he's got 9 move points. It's 14 points to Finn Balor. I have 29. And then we got Seth freaking Rollins over here. Seth freaking Rollins. Anyway, he's going to get 20. What?
Nothing.
Okay. There was definitely an ah in there.
No, it was a chuckle.
Oh. So Seth will get 20 points for winning a match. 5 for being in a match is 25. And 4 moves is 29 points to Seth Rollins. 67 and 9 would be 576. Okay. Oh, excuse me. We got a video package looking at the Reigns-Lesnar feud. Paul Heyman is on the back end on his cell phone. Kurt Angle interrupts him and says he needs to make sure their main event stays intact. And Heyman says they'll do the Kurt's way, and Lesnar won't cause any drama tonight. He'll save the energy for WrestleMania. And Kurt also asks Heyman not to say anything that would antagonize Reigns to attack Lesnar. And keep it civil and not add fuel to the fire.
Fuel to the fire.
Fuel to the fire. So, promo to Paul E. Dangerously. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Next. Come on. All right. After that, we go out to the ring, and we are joined by the Raw Tag Team Champions, The Bar. Don't just set the bar. They are The Bar. And they've to cut a promo saying they're not worried about Strowman's partner for Sunday because they won't be a real team and The Bar will beat them. Braun comes out to interrupt, saying that he does have a partner. Cesaro demands to know who the partner is, and Strowman says that his partner says he'll agree to come out here if he gets to have a match against one of the two of them tonight. And Sheamus accepts on their behalf. And so Braun says he's going to go back and get it. Braun says he's going to go to the back and get his partner, who is a lot like him, but a little different.
Mm-hmm.
And so Braun goes to the back. And then out from the back comes a man who looks suspiciously like Braun Strowman wearing a button-down white shirt and a pair of glasses. Who proceeds to inform everybody that, Braun Strowman's going to stay in the back, but he is Braun's brother, Braun Strowman, and they're going to get these hands.
Basically, it was Braun Strowman dressed up.
It was Braun Strowman in a goofy disguise, and he went down to the ring and he beat the shit out of the Bar. That's what happened. And Sheamus manages to come back and hit Braun with a boot. They beat him down for a little while. Anyway. So Braun comes back, fights them off, tells them to bring him, but they retreat. And Braun basically taunts with the title belt motion and points to the WrestleMania sign. As you do. So the summation of that is basically going to be that everybody gets promo and assault points.
Because the match never happened, right?
Basically, yeah. They just beat each other up. That was not a match, so nothing. So
Base of 9 points.
Yep. So 9 points across the board, and one extra to Sheamus because he did take Strowman down with a brogue kick at one point. It just didn't keep him down very long. So 9 points to Braun Strowman. That's 595. And then points to Cesaro's up here. Let's hit him. 9 points, so that would be 414. And then Sheamus will get 10 points, which will put him at 409 because he hit that one move. All right. What's up? Hey, look who decided to show the fuck up.
Sorry, I was busy with something.
You're not sorry. You're not sorry at all.
What have I missed?
Well, because you weren't here, and I didn't want Tiff to fall asleep and me end up here alone, we're doing the recap portion first, and then we're going to do the news afterward.
That's fair.
Did you see Raw?
No.
I think I saw most of it.
Did you see the Braun Strowman bar segment?
That I did not see, no.
Well, then I'm going to recap it again real quick because it was a highlight of the program.
Yeah, I didn't see the beginning of it. I saw like the second half of it.
The second half of what?
Raw.
Oh, yeah. Fair enough. So the Bar came out and cut a promo about how they're going to beat Braun Strowman no matter who his partner is because he and his partner won't be a real team because they're just going to be thrown together at the last minute.
Oh, wait, maybe I did see this part. Continue.
And so Braun came out and said he did have a partner. And the Bar's like, why don't you bring your partner out here? And Braun was like, well, maybe I will. He's right in the back. But we have an agreement. He'll only
I
come
did
out
see
here.
This part.
Yeah, he brought out his twin brother, Braun Strowman.
That was brilliant. Oh, Braun is so versatile.
Yes, it was great. All right, so anyway, moving along.
Maybe I did see the whole thing.
Fair enough. We're going to roll it on along. So after all that, Michael Cole throws to a Shattered Dreams production
Doom,
from Goldust,
doom,
who confirms that he will be in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal so he can win the big gold statue.
Of course he will, because this is the people we don't care about Battle Royal.
Yeah, basically.
And Matt.
And Woken Matt Hardy. So,
Poor Matt Hardy.
yeah, well. So anyway, Goldust talks about he's going to win the Battle Royal. Cut to Woken Matt Hardy, who says that no, he will win the Battle Royal. For the trophy and honor of enormous global wonder number 8.
Yeah.
Promo to Goldust and Matt Hardy. That's 280. And Goldust 168. All right. And then Matt Hardy and Goldust proceed to have a match, which, being two veterans, goes back and forth at a good pace, and ends with Matt Hardy connecting with a twist of fate.
Of course it does. That means Matt's not winning the Battle Royal.
No, he's probably not, but that's okay.
All right, then.
We'll cover that a little more later. So, Goldust will get 5 points for being in a match tonight. And he will get 5 moves. It's 10 points to Goldust.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, you missed the opener on Raw. Finn Balor lost to Seth Rollins.
Oh, that's right, he did. I was so happy.
Why?
It means he's going to win the title.
He might. I don't know. I think it would be a huge dick move to take the Miz's belt away right after he just had a baby. But
no, it wouldn't, because as we pointed out, paternal leave. He kind of needs to go raise a child.
This is true also.
And if Seth has the momentum, that means he ain't winning.
There's a good chance of this.
Go, Seth!
Anyway. So, Matt Hardy gets 20 points for winning a match. He gets 5 for being in it and 3 moves. He has 28 points to Woken Matt Hardy. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So, did I give Matt Hardy his points? No, I did not. Okay. So, so Matt Hardy get 28 points, like I said. Scroll down.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to put Matt Hardy at 308. Bam. All right. Matt poses beside the trophy and ogles it and feels it weirdly after the match. Nia Jackson does an interview with Renee Young. And afterward, we cut to Alexa and Mickey, who are also backstage, making fun of Nia's appearance and weight, saying that she'll be blubbering in her blubber after she loses on Sunday.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay,
we're doing that.
I missed. I missed that.
Yeah, we're doing that.
Probably when I'd stepped out of the room. Wow.
So yes, folks, you have heard this series of events correctly. Quote unquote, Piggy James is now okay with making weight jokes against women on the roster.
Wow. Just fucking hypocritical bitch.
Yep.
Can I dump her off my roster?
Not till after WrestleMania.
Damn it. It's not like she's giving me many points anyway. Fuck her.
This is true. Anyway, so that's gonna be promo to those 3 ladies. So Alexa. It's 9. Whoa, what did I just do? No, not that. Let's go back. It's 239. There we go. And then we have Mickey James. And Nia Jax.
Although it could be vindictive, Mickey. Like, yeah, now I get to put someone else what I went through because fuck the WWE.
Could be.
Because come on, if you had the opportunity to fucking get vindication like that, wouldn't you take it? To be like, yeah, see, this is the shit I had to go through. Fuck you all.
Yep. So, next up, John Cena comes out to the ring.
It gives her great heel heat to make a move like that.
It does.
Still
Anyway.
fucker.
Yeah.
More ways than one. Anyway, continue.
Yeah. Anyway. John Cena.
No.
Now, apparently the Undertaker won't.
He will. He'll show up at WrestleMania.
Because Cena proceeds to cut a promo. Now talking about how, he now is going to go to WrestleMania as a fan because the Undertaker refuses to be a man and do something.
Basically, he bitches, moans, whines, and proceeds to piss everyone off.
Be careful what you wish for if he shows up at WrestleMania.
Yeah, people are talking about, well, John Cena, why don't you just end yourself in the Battle Royal? Why don't you go be Braun Strowman's partner if he needs one? And Cena talks about how he's not going to do that because that would take a slot away from a hardworking member of the actual roster who deserves that WrestleMania spot. With him and Undertaker, there was no spots being taken, not in anybody's way, just two legends going at it with nothing on the line except pride.
Yes, you're taking away a spot from someone who deserves it in a battle royal full of people the company doesn't care about. Sure, John. Tell yourself that.
And he references Nikki Bella, telling her he'll be home soon. Fans chant Undertaker's name. Cena says he hopes Taker hears them. Talks about he's proud of the roster that made it to WrestleMania, including Daniel Bryan finally coming back to the ring. Saying it's obvious Taker is ignoring him and the people. And it's obvious that he's left his hat in the ring and his balls at home.
Ooh.
Well, yeah, they're inside Michelle McCool. What's your point?
So he gets the fans to chant Undertaker's name and then leaves in disappointment. Promo to John Cena.
So this is the era of bitchy whining John Cena?
I guess.
Sounds like it.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen. You have turned into Hollywood John. We are now in the era of Hollywood Cena. Heel turn confirmed.
Yep. Let's continue. So, following this, we get another replay of the opening segment featuring the Authority and Kurt and Ronda. We then come back to Kurt Angle, where he approaches Roman Reigns and asks him to keep his cool tonight and not get into a fight with Lesnar.
I think the Kurt and Ronda thing was pretty much the only thing I missed, aside from the Piggy James thing.
Fair enough. Saying because Angle needs his WrestleMania, the Universal Title match to be attacked for WrestleMania, and Roman says that he's gonna be cool, but if they say one wrong thing about him tonight, Heyman says one stupid thing, he's going down there. And he says he doesn't care what Kurt Angle wants. It tells Kurt Angle, you're trying to broker a peace treaty between us. Take your peace treaty and go take it to the same pawn shop where you sold your gold medals.
Ooh,
Damn.
boy. Ouch.
Heel turn, heel turn, heel turn. Do it. Pull the trigger on both of them. They need it.
Anyway, promo.
Reigns doesn't need it. He just needs it to be confirmed because he's basically been a heel for, about a year.
Yeah.
Promo to
Roman Reigns.
And Kurt? Or not to Kurt?
No, it's not involving Kurt's storyline. It's promo to Roman Reigns.
Fair.
Rules is rules.
Yes.
That's going to be 463. No, wait, hang on. Undo that. Yes, 463. That is what I want. Okay, cool. Rolling on along. Real quick, Jeff, would you like to ask the question?
Ladies and gentlemen, what does WWE stand for? Who wants to walk
with
Elias?
Elias?
Related note, Walk with Elias is also the name of his adopted version of the old school maneuver.
Okay.
Because he walks along the rope with the person, you know.
Oh, by the
arm.
way, interesting side note. Did either of you happen to see Matt Hardy's new T-shirt?
No.
It was at the Mower of Lawns t-shirt.
Yes. Following the Ultimate Lucha. I want one.
It's amazing.
I want one.
I noticed the inordinate number of people who wanted a Chair of Wheels t-shirt to go along with it.
What you know what it should have did? It should have been one side should have said Chair of Wheels, the other side should have said Mower of Lawns.
Yeah.
That's what they should have done. Chair of Wheels, Mower of Lawns. Chair of Wheels, Mower of Lawns. That would have been awesome. That would have been one of the best t-shirts ever. I'd buy one. I still want one.
Fair enough. So, Elias needs to come out and talk about how everybody will want to walk with him after WrestleMania. He talks some shit about the Atlanta crowd, and that guarantees his greatest performance ever on Sunday. I think he's in the Battle Royal.
Well, duh! Again, people they don't care about.
They care about Elias. Elias has his own Snickers commercial. Did you see that shit?
Yeah, so Dolph has his own Cricket Wireless commercial. What's your point?
Snickers is something people actually have heard of and care about.
Dolph was the original WWE Colonel.
True.
And I think he's the only WWE Colonel that's actually been in an actual commercial, has he not?
I don't think he was in an actual commercial, was he? I mean, I think they only aired it during WWE programming.
I'm pretty sure the original one, The Miz, but he was not the Colonel. But Dolph and The Miz, I believe that bit was actually filmed as a commercial, and they actually aired it on TV.
Yeah, okay.
The
So
other
anyway-
stuff was just WWE stuff, yeah.
Anyway, so so Beauty and the Man Beast come out. Wendy Slater gets beaten in about 3 moves.
Yep.
And that's a victory for Elias. So that is gonna be a promo to Rhino. Oh, not promo to Rhino, an accompaniment to Rhino. Sorry, Rhino's gonna be hanging out at ringside.
Oh,
So
how the Man
105.
Beast has fallen.
Yeah, Wendy Slater will get 5 points for being in a match and no moves, so 5 points to Wendy. Funny related note from this week, there was a bit of an interesting tip on Twitter when Braun Strowman went onto Twitter and complained that the Wendy's did not get him his chicken sandwiches fast enough.
Ha.
And let's see. Elias gets 20 points, 5 for competing in 3 moves. Is 28 points for Elias. And after posting about this, Wendy's tweeted back at him asking him to please not flip the restaurant over and to DM them, and they will try to help him work something out. Anyway, so 28 points to Elias. So that's going to bring him to 320 points. Even. Elias then points at the WrestleMania sign. So, meanwhile, Braun Strowman, speaking of the devil, is walking backstage. Did you see this part?
Braun. I don't remember, probably.
So Braun is walking backstage when he is approached by one Kurt Hawkins.
Oh, no. I didn't see this part, but oh, no.
Kurt Hawkins is wearing a t-shirt that says, "Pick me, Braun."
If you want to lose, yeah.
And he posits becoming Braun Strowman's partner at WrestleMania on the theory that Braun will tag in and destroy the bar and do all the work, and Kurt Hawkins will get his losing streak broken. Braun Strowman does not buy this and proceeds to pick up Kurt Hawkins and throw him through a wall. Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
So that's going to be a promo to Kurt Hawkins. Gives him 20 points for the season. And Braun Strowman will get I'm not going to give him assault. I'm just going to give him an OMG for putting a dude through a wall. Just offhandedly because he felt like it. And Broadcrest 600, first one to do that this season. All right. So, after all that, so we have Nia Jax sit down for the actual interview she was supposed to have earlier before she got cut off, saying she's disappointed in herself for letting Alexa Bliss get one over on her and making her doubt herself. She says some of Alexa's comments hurt her, but she doesn't take shit. She's strong, confident, different, and big, but she loves who she is. And Bliss is an insecure, pathetic fly, and she's going to squash her like the bug she is at WrestleMania. Promo to Nia. We then have ourselves the match that's actually the main event for the night, interestingly enough, and it's a tag team match play of Mickie James and Alexa Bliss taking on the interesting team of Dana Brooke and Asuka.
Nobody is ready for Asuka.
Evidently not.
Except apparently Shinsuke Nakamura, who's her translator.
That's good to know.
Which is interesting because Nakamura. Yeah, they put up a little video. It was I'm assuming it was like when Asuka was doing up, down, down or something, because Xavier Woods was there. He was the one that was doing the interview. It was a little quick thing talking about when Asuka was like a figure skater when she was 10. And Shinsuke happened to be there. He was like all in his suit and shit. So I guess it was like after show. And, and she kind of spoke in Japanese and he spoke in English and he was kind of acting as a translator. He was like, "Wait, you were a figure skater?" She goes, "Yeah." He goes, "I never knew that." Like in English, he goes, "I never knew that." Like, wait, what? You can speak? So yeah, I was like, "Whoa, wait, Shinsuke can actually legitimately speak? What?" But yeah, so she answered because she can obviously understand English. She understood what Austin was asking. He spoke in Japanese at the beginning, but he understood what he was asking, and so she answered in like Japanese, and Shinsuke translated for her.
That's helpful.
Yeah.
Cool.
For him and the audience.
That worked. Anyway. So, nobody is ready for Asuka as she and Dana Brooke come out victorious after Asuka taps Mickie James out to an Asuka lock. So, Mickie and Alexa, let's see here. So, Alexa didn't do anything except cower. Because chicken shit heel is the only heel WWE knows how to write.
And that was my complaint with Seth Rollins from the beginning. Fuck you, Mo.
Okay. Anyway.
I was right.
So let's see. So let's start here with Alexa and Mickie. Who are on the losing team. So they get 5 points for competing and 4 points for being in the main event. So 9 points to Alexa, and Mickie had one move, so 10 points to Mickie. So, why did I just undo the whole thing? It's 248. And then 10 points to Mickie James. Is 217. All right. And then on the other team, Dana Brooke will get 15 points for being on the winning team. She will get 5 for being in a match. Is 20. She will get 4 for being in the main event. Is 24 points to Dana Brooke. Which is going to put Dana Brooke at an even 100 points for the season. All right, go Dana. Nicely done. Not bad for a statistician. And then Asuka's going to get 20 points for winning this match. She's going to get 9 points for being in and winning the main event is 29. 5 for competing is 34. And 2 moves is 36 points to Asuka.
The scoreboard is ready for Asuka.
Basically. So that's 87 and 6 is 493. Thank you. All right. After the match, Alexa proceeds to attack Asuka from behind, and Mickey and Alexa double team Asuka and Dana until Nia Jax comes in and beats them up, hitting Mickey with a Samoan drop as Alexa runs away.
I also love that Dana is she who has no alignment.
Yeah.
Because she's like face 1 week, heel the next. It's like, what the hell? Like, she went from foolishly trying to assault Ronda Rousey to fighting Mickey James. Like, wait, what? Although, technically speaking, the Ronda Rousey thing wasn't on TV, but still.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, WWE, make up your mind on who's face and heel here. I know there's some blurred lines, but you gotta have some distinction or it's not gonna work.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's going to be an assault for Alexa and Mickey, and for Nia, an assault with a move. So Alexa's going to go to 252, and Mickey James 221, and Nia Jax will get 4 for the assault and 1 for a Samoan drop. Is 5, puts her at 255.
If they're gonna push her for the title, she needs to go ask her cousin for mic lessons.
Yeah.
Like, she desperately. She's not terrible, but desperately.
Yeah.
Because if you're gonna be a champion, you need to cut better promos than that. I'm sorry.
Tell that to Asuka.
Asuka doesn't need to cut promos. And when she does, she cuts it in Japanese, so she's fine.
I don't think Nia does either. She's the lady's Braun Strowman. She has to come out and destroy people.
Asuka has more of a moveset.
I know, not the point. Let's be honest. When's the last time you saw Braun do more than 3 or 4 different moves in a match? He comes out, he hits some drop kicks on people, a couple of choke slams, and a running power slam. That's about it.
I will say this: Asuka rarely cuts a promo, whereas Nia, they've been having her open her mouth a lot. And it's like, if you're going to cut promos and you're going to be the champion, you better know how to cut a promo. Asuka just won't cut promos and she'll be fine, or she'll just say 1 or 2 things and she'll be fine. She doesn't have to say much. That's the beauty of Asuka. That's the brilliance of Asuka, is they don't have her say a lot. Nia actually tries to cut legitimate promos, and she's okay, but she needs help if she's going to be a champion. That's the difference. If you're going to go with the fact that, okay, she can't really cut a promo, don't have her cut a promo. If they'd have cut out all the promo stuff for this and just had her come out just week after week trying to destroy Alexa, that would have worked far better than actually have her come out. The crying thing, that's fine. She did a great job with that. But then trying to cut a promo through that, just no.
Fair enough.
Also, I would also point out, and this is really not a fault of her own because it's just who she is, she also has the Bobby Lashley problem. She opens her mouth, and one of these things is not like the other. Bobby Lashley had the same problem. It's the reason he barely spoke. Brock Lesnar has the same problem. It's the reason he rarely cuts a promo. Because I'm a mercenary. Caca! She has the same problem. If you don't have her cut a promo, if you give her someone who can cut a promo for her, or have her very rarely cut a promo and craft it a little bit better to where she's not orating, it would be far better, especially if you're going to make her a champion. Because Bobby Lashley never really cut a promo. It was a huge shock when he finally opened his mouth, and we were like, wait, what? Like, no, Bobby, no, that doesn't fit, no. That's all I'm saying. She's going to be a champion. Either have her don't cut any promos at all, or get her help, or a mouthpiece.
Okay.
She's got everything else.
Anyway.
You don't agree. He doesn't agree. What do you think, Tiff? Oh, great. You're both ignoring me.
Sorry.
Hello?
I'm
Hi.
here. Sorry.
Okay. Tiff didn't say anything when I tried to talk to her.
Oh. Anyway. So.
Because I don't know much of Bobby Lashley.
I think you're going to be Finley and you're a bastard. Anyway. Moving on. Kurt Angle stops Brock and Heyman on their way to the ring and begs them not to do anything crazy tonight. Heyman says he's going to say positive things about Roman Reigns and to trust him. Back for break.
Jamie's last
What-
words.
Yeah, back for break. Heyman and Lesnar come to the ring. And a number of members of the Raw locker room stand on the ramp with Kurt Angle to act as security in case Roman tries to come out here.
This part was awesome.
This includes the Bar, Titus Worldwide, and a number of other superstars.
Mm-hmm.
Any of them getting any points?
No, because I don't care.
Okay. Just thought I'd ask.
Fuck you.
They get points for standing there. Screw you.
Well, I don't know. Never know.
It'd be like points for being lumberjacks. It's basically the same thing, except it's not a match.
Yeah. Anyway.
Jim hates lists, people. He's changing. He
don't
can't be bothered to look up a list of people.
No, I can't, because we have way too much shit to do. It's like eve of WrestleMania.
True.
I'm not going to go through the effort for a minimal amount of points. It's not going to affect the fucking scores.
See, you're not the one who's in a battle for his life over here.
Anyway.
It's fine. It doesn't matter. It's just a question.
So they come out to the ring, and Heyman introduces Lesnar, and he mocks Kurt Angle for not having any control, and then talks about Lesnar beating Undertaker, noting that Reigns did so too, and he admits that Roman Reigns does deserve respect, but Lesnar will hit him with an F5 and win, and that's the truth. And he notes that on the off shot, if something, the bizarre act of God happens, if Brock Lesnar becomes suddenly injured, if Brock Lesnar slips on a banana peel climbing in the ring at WrestleMania, and Roman Reigns does win, it will be the last time you see Brock Lesnar or Paul Heyman in a WWE ring. He says he'll leave and Lesnar will go to UFC. And he says
Lesnar's going back to UFC confirmed.
Yeah. Reigns says Reigns must accept defeat on Sunday, and then Reigns will have to go home to his family on Sunday night and admit that I got beaten by Brock Lesnar. I got victimized by Brock Lesnar. And that he's just Brock Lesnar's bitch. This brings out Roman, who attempts to walk down the ramp but is blocked by the cadre of superstars, with the Bar and Titus Worldwide notably in the front. However, he grabs the mic and basically makes a note that, are you all really going to stand there? Are you all full-time superstars really going to stand there and protect this part-time bitch? And they all kind of look at each other for a second and are like, yeah, why are we doing this? And they proceed to part ways so Roman can march to the ring. So the
Roman Empire has parted the Bering Sea?
He did, and some fans have started chanting, "Let's go, Roman." And he climbed up the ring steps and got in the ring and had a stare down with Lesnar. Lesnar then slid out the side of the ring and laughed and grabbed a steel chair. He got back in the ring with said chair, but then ate about 3 Superman punches. He stumbles and then ate another Superman punch. Then he got up again and ate a 5th Superman punch. Reigns then picks up the Universal title belt and holds it up to a mixed reaction from the crowd. But as he's a little busy showing off, Lesnar pops to his feet and Reigns eats an F5. Brock then takes his title belt and proceeds to leave the ring as they retreat up the ramp, and Reigns is left in the ring. So that is a promo to Paul Heyman.
I'm surprised the Lumberjacks didn't attack Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, you would think. They probably were too afraid.
Titus O'Neil afraid of Brock?
Yeah.
Oh, by the way.
Yep.
Before I forget.
Yep.
Since it is today.
Yep.
Happy birthday, Jim.
Thank you.
He's another year older, folks. The stash is getting grayer.
Yep. Speaking of which, I just got a message, a happy birthday from the 2K forums. There you go.
Speaking of people who don't care about wrestling.
Oh!
Or more accurately, who don't care about good wrestling gameplay. Anyway, back to the blog.
Anyway. So. And that's going to be an assault for Reigns and Lesnar. So Lesnar will get 4 for an assault and 1 for an F5. It's 5 points to Brock Lesnar. 142. And Roman is going to get 4 for an assault and 5 Superman punches.
Fuck
9 points to Roman Reigns. Plus, technically, he got a promo at the top of the ramp, I guess. So, I guess that's technically 14 points for Roman Reigns. So, 477 then. And thus endeth Monday Night Raw. Let's check the scores. Data. Refresh all. All right. So the gap is reformed for now. In the lead at 71-82 is still the Blissful Riot of Justice. We're at about a 20-some-odd point spread now. At 71-56 in second is the Battle Club Worldwide. I'm still back at third at 54-34. But we got 2 more shows to go here. All right. 2, 5, L, okay. Sorted that out. Let's go to the SmackDown. As we are wont to do. Copy. Going to SmackDown.
Making copies.
No. Don't ever justify Rob Schneider.
Why?
Because he's Rob Schneider.
He's funny.
No, he's not.
He's to me.
Then you have no taste.
Huh.
Wow, no one hates Rob Schneider.
Rob Schneider says a couple of funny lines now and again because, he throws himself all in. But generally speaking, he is in incredibly stupid productions.
But that doesn't make him bad. That just makes the production shit. He's friends with Adam Sandler. What do you expect?
I know, hence the problem.
Yeah.
But really, look at let's look at his solo movie career outside of Adam Sandler for a little while. Let's see. Deuce Bigalow, Male Gigolo. That movie where he was a woman in a man's body.
Hot chick.
Yeah, the hot chick. I mean...
Okay, he was actually kind of funny. Come on. He was funny in that movie.
Eh.
The movie wasn't that great, but he was funny.
Yeah.
I thought he was funny.
The only thing I generally justify Rob Schneider's for is to say you can do it in The Waterboy.
How about Joe Dirt?
I haven't seen Joe Dirt.
Do it all night long.
Yes.
That's from Joe Dirt.
No, it's not.
Well, maybe it's in both then, because I remember it from that. It was a scene in that, but fair enough.
Well, The Waterboy came out first.
Fair enough.
And it was from The Waterboy.
The Waterboy was a good movie.
He also recurred that line in Little Nicky, but that's neither here nor there.
Oh, maybe that's where I heard it. Fair enough.
Anyway. So, SmackDown came from the Bridgestone Arena in Nashville, Tennessee.
Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
No king.
Nope, because he's not from Nashville, he's from Memphis.
Close enough. If he was still full-timer, he would be there.
Yeah. Anywho, he will be at WrestleMania.
Fair.
News tidbit. I don't think I put that on the tidbit later, but yes, good old JR, Jim Ross, and Jerry the King Lawler will be on the WrestleMania pre-show to call the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
They're calling the Taker Cena match, aren't they?
No, they're calling the Battle Royal.
I know, I'm saying because they're there, they're going to call the Taker Cena match, aren't they?
I don't know. That's assuming there is a Taker Cena match.
Because didn't they call Taker's last match?
Not that I recall, but...
JR did. I know he was there. They carded him out specifically for that match
Okay.
against Roman.
Right, yeah, no, JR was there, but King was not.
Fair.
Anyway. Oh, my God.
Don't hurt yourself.
So, we open up SmackDown with Daniel Bryan!
Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan!
Yes, yes, yes.
You can't see me.
No, next one.
No.
No, not that one. Hang on, wait for it.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
There we go.
Idiot.
I had to scroll through. Anyway, Bryan comes out and proceeds to introduce his WrestleMania opponent, the Commissioner of SmackDown, Shane McMahon.
I mean, his teammate.
I said it, his partner.
You said his opponent.
His partner. Shane McMahon.
Here comes the money.
Yes, he congratulates Bryan on being medically cleared despite his own temporary hernia problem that he's putting aside. Adds he has medical issues himself, thanks to Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. The two authority figures apologize to each other. Daniel for being taken for a ride by Kevin and Sami and allowing his long friendship with them to blind him to the fact that they were taking advantage of him. And he missed their motives. And Daniel adds, did you see SmackDown?
Well, I saw the beginning of it. Yeah, I fell asleep during SmackDown.
Yeah.
No, I did not.
Yeah, Daniel adds that it's been his experience in the past that there's only one way to resolve things when tag team partners have differences.
Yeah.
And Daniel proceeds to open his arms and indicate that Shane and he should hug it out.
And the crowd agrees and starts shouting, hug it out.
They do. Shane is not into this, noting that he's not a hugger.
Which is hilarious because he's a father, but okay.
Yeah. He apologizes for being hot-headed, noting that he went a little overboard the other way, too, because of how pissed he was that Kevin Owens assaulted his father.
Your kids hate you.
Clap, 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 clap. And he tries to offer a handshake, and Daniel says the fans don't want to see them shake hands. They want to see them hug it out. And they end up hugging anyway, and Shane says they're on the same page now, and that's bad news for Team Cammy. This is an opportunity for him and Daniel to rid SmackDown of Team Cammy forever, and after WrestleMania, neither of them will ever be in a SmackDown Live arena again. And Daniel asks the fans if they're ready to see them beat the hell out of Team Cammy at WrestleMania. They chant yes. Daniel points at the WrestleMania sign. And a promo.
I just say poor Team Cammy, Daniel Bryan, and one master stroke just buried them for the rest of their careers.
Yep.
They're Kevin's never going back up. Sammy's never going anywhere, period. He should just quit WWE now.
Uh-huh.
Literally, he should just leave. Kevin might still be able to come back from it. Sammy, no chance in hell. There is literally zero chance he's going to be anything in WWE now that Bryan's back. He has now promptly buried his career with the Auburn shovel.
Mm.
Yeah, Daniel Bryan has the most powerful shovel in the business.
Mm-hmm.
And he has just evoked that upon the asses of Team Cammy.
Yep. Anyway, it's 98 for Shanu and Debray. We'll go to 94. All right. Moving on. We have our opening matchup of Charlotte versus Natalya.
Again.
Well, let's be honest. Let's take a look at the list of women that compete on SmackDown.
Uh-huh.
Other than Becky Lynch, who is a face and her friend and makes no sense to wrestle her, who on the SmackDown roster is going to make Charlotte look the best in the ring? That's right, it's Natalya. Because your other options are Carmella, who can't wrestle, as it's becoming increasingly evident by the week, or freaking Lana, who they don't want to let wrestle. Tamina's injured.
Yeah.
Or the Riot Squad, whom Charlotte already beat at the last pay-per-view.
Yeah. Naomi?
Again, a face and her friend. Why would she wrestle her?
In this business, there are no friends.
Tell that to Paige.
I will tell that to Paige because they're not her friends; they're her minions.
Yeah.
There's a difference. She doesn't view them as friends; she views them as her soldiers, and she's the leader.
Yeah. Fair enough. Anyway, Charlotte wins this match off of a figure 8. Because we have to look good for WrestleMania.
I believe the Riot Squad being friends more than I believe Absolution being friends.
Okay.
Now, Mandy and Sonya, yes, and they actually are because they kind of live with each other, but still.
Yeah. Anyway, so Natalya will get 5 points for being in this match, and 4 for moves is 9 points to Natalya. And then Charlotte is going to get 20 points for winning a match. She's going to get 5 for competing as 25. And 8 moves is 33 points to Charlotte. It's going to be, let's see, 45, 275.
Ooh.
After the match, Asuka's music hits and she proceeds to dance down to the ring, get in the ring, briefly exchange some off-mic words with Charlotte, and then look up at the WrestleMania sign.
Of course she did. It's WrestleMania week.
So we're going to go ahead and give 3 points to Asuka for showing up on SmackDown. How about that?
Sure.
That's right, 496. All right. Next, we have a pre-taped interview with AJ Styles, who says Nakamura is reading him all wrong, and the reality of that their WrestleMania dream match is that he's going to beat Nakamura. Promo to AJ. We then see footage outside the arena at a country bar. A video package of the history of the Authority Figures versus Cammy match. Bobby Roode then comes down to the commentary desk. Commentary points to Bobby Roode. And we have a one-on-one match between Rusev and Jinder Mahal. Hashtag Rusev Day. Aiden English introduces Rusev and then proceeds to watch from ringside. Sunil Singh introduces Jinder, and Randy Orton watches the whole kit and caboodle from a backstage monitor. And so after a general back-and-forth match, Sunil Singh jumps up and tries to distract Rusev, but eats a kick to the face for his efforts. Jinder attempts to capitalize on the distraction, but also eats a kick to the face, and Rusev claims victory. So let's see here. What do we got here? That's going to be accompaniment to Aiden English. 160. And accompaniment and interference to Sunil Singh. It's 101 for him. And then Jinder gets 5 points for being in a match and 2 moves. Is 7 points to Jinder. And Rusev gets 20 points for winning a match. He gets 5 for being in one, is 25. And 2 points to Rusev is 27 points for Rusev.
Rusev Day.
Yep, so that's going to be, let's see, 225. After the match, Rusev is in the ring celebrating, and he eats an RKO out of nowhere. Aiden English immediately jumps in and tries to stomp on Orton, but intends to go up top. Bobby Roode jumps off the broadcast table and shoves him off the turnbuckle, which results in Orton hitting him with an RKO. Bobby and Randy then come face-to-face in the ring and look up at the WrestleMania sign as the fans chant Rusev Day. So, that's here. That is an assault from Randy Orton and 2 RKOs. Is 6 points to Randy Orton. 1, And let's see, Bobby Roode did nothing but push a dude off a turnbuckle. I don't know. I guess Bobby Roode doesn't really need any points for that. So we will then see a pre-taped interview with Shinsuke Nakamura. He discusses this match with AJ, saying the reason he's here in America is to win the WWE Championship, and he will do that at WrestleMania. So promo to Shinsuke. 21. We cut backstage to the New Day, who exchanged words with the Usos about their match on Sunday. They leave, and the Bludgeon Brothers then walk in and destroy the camera with one of their mallets. So, that is a promo to the New Day and the Usos. And Kofi. And the Usos. And Xavier. And then we're going to go ahead and give 3 points each to the Bludgeon Brothers for showing their faces. Okay. All right, next we go to the ring. For a ridiculous 8-man tag match, playa.
You said that you were giving them 3 points for showing up. Didn't they hit somebody with a mallet?
No, they hit a camera with a mallet.
Oh, okay. I missed that part.
Yeah, that doesn't count. Camera is inanimate. So we have an 8-man tag match featuring Baron Corbin, Dolph Ziggler, Mojo Rawley, and Primo the fuck out of nowhere. Taking on Zack Ryder, Breezango, and Ty Dillinger. These are all people that are participating in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, as I understand it.
Of course.
Yes. Will Baron Corbin become a 2-time winner?
No.
Probably not. All right. Here. Okay. So the match is just a lot of, some quick tags in and out, going back and forth. Match ends with Corbin hitting in an end of days for the 3 count there. So, I'm gonna lose people fucking points. God damn it! All right. Well, on the face team of losers, because only 2 people in this match had any moves. So on the face team of losers, we're going to go ahead and give 5 points each to Ty Dillinger and the members of Breezango. Because they really didn't do anything. It's 100 for Fandango. Ty Dillinger goes up to 64, and Tyler Breeze goes up to 96. And then Zack Ryder hit 2 moves, so he will get 7 points. It's 25. Cool. After that, over to the heel team. Let's see what we got here. Primo, just the hell out of nowhere. Did not expect to get points from either of the Colognes this season.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Like, wait, is that? No. he can't possibly still exist.
Yes.
Well, there he was, on all those Puerto Rican glory.
There was Primo. Yeah, but my understanding is Epico is out with an injury, which is why they have not generally been appearing, other than, them having nothing to do with them. So Primo will get 15 points for being on the winning team and 5 for competing is 20 points to Primo. And then Mojo Raleigh will also get the aforementioned 20 points. 89. And then, let's see here. 20 points will also go to Dolph Ziggler. Let's see, I'm at 211. And then Baron Corbin will get 20 points for winning a match. He'll get 5 for being in the match is 25. And 1 move for the end of days is 26 points to Baron Corbin. And 69 and 6 is 275. Bam. After the match, Corbin walks over to the Andre the Giant trophy and looks at it. We then see a pre-taped promo by Gable and Benjamin who say they're going to beat Styles and Nakamura so badly tonight that it'll ruin their dream match at WrestleMania. Promo to Shelton and Chad. And Shelton. Okay. So, as the announcers are promoting WrestleMania, Team Cammy climbs out of the crowd and climb up on top of the broadcast table. They begin trashing Bryan and McMahon and make personal insults about Daniel Bryan's wife and daughter.
Wow, you don't do that.
Really?
That's what it says. I don't know what they actually said, but that is what it says in the recap.
Don't insult a newborn kid. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Really, though?
Not cool, man.
Daniel and Shane see this on a monitor and decide to do something about it, so they proceed to come out to the ring, which results in Team Cammy retreating into the crowd. And Bryan tells everybody to get a good look because that's the last time you'll see Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn on SmackDown Live. And Shane then proceeds to lead the crowd in singing a na goodbye chant to them.
Because rumor has it they're going to Raw.
Wouldn't surprise me. Because Roman views of competition and legit a Roman Owens feud would actually be entertaining.
Yeah, I just don't want Sammy going to Raw. Because it's like, dude, you left Raw because you didn't go anywhere on Raw. You've done more on SmackDown than you've ever done on Raw.
It's true.
Didn't he already have a feud with Roman and Owens? Don't I remember that, or am I dreaming?
Probably.
Could be.
Over the Universal title, probably.
Probably.
Yeah,
but imagine Sammy comes back to Raw, and while Kevin is, gets into this feud against Roman Reigns, Sammy gets into a feud with Finn Balor over the Intercontinental title.
I can see that. I was also thinking, what if they come back and decide to storm the tag division? That's kind of lackluster at the moment.
That is also true. Then again, if the title is in the hands of
Braun
Braun Strowman, I wouldn't do that.
Tag team champions. Now, what if Braun Strowman becomes the tag team champions?
I don't know. That would be interesting.
Then Kevin's like, no, that's not happening.
Could be.
I'd see that, dude.
That's a promo to Team Cammy and another promo to Bryan and Shane.
Yeah, I'm worried about Sami Zayn.
Understandable.
That's my boy.
Yeah. Shane D-Bry. And Sami Zayn. And Kevin Owens. Okay. Excuse me. Next up, after we get a WrestleMania promo, we have our main event match featuring American Beta taking on the team of AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura. And Styles and Nakamura proceed to win the match via a phenomenal forearm, despite AJ getting distracted by Nakamura on multiple occasions.
Oh yeah, also Jim.
Yep.
I just remembered. No, they're not doing that
Okay.
because Roman Reigns already has a feud for after WrestleMania.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you seem to have forgotten about his other opponent,
Hmm.
Samoa Joe.
Assuming they go in that direction. Anything's possible.
That's what they're leaning toward. Assuming he's ready to go, which he pretty much is at this point.
Well, it's possible. We will see.
So yeah.
Well, we'll see. Given the well-known propensity for Raw to be rewritten on a napkin 5 minutes before the show, believe nothing until it's on TV.
True. I would say if they're going to move Team Cammy to Raw, put Samoa Joe on Raw. I mean, not Raw, on SmackDown. Who wouldn't want to see Samoa Joe versus like AJ Styles?
That's true.
Classic TNA match.
It is.
And Samoa Joe versus Shinsuke Nakamura, that'd be an amazing match.
That would be. Anyway, so yes, faces win off a phenomenal forearm. So Shelton and Chad. Shelton had no moves as far as I can gather. I did not see him do anything in this match. So Shelton will get 5 points for being in this match and 4 points for being in the main event. It's 9 points to Shelton Benjamin. It's been 208. And then Chad Gable will also get the 9 points, but he also had one move via moonsault, so that's 10 points to Chad Gable. And then Shinsuke Nakamura will get 15 points for being on the winning team. He will get 5 points for competing. Is 20, and he will get 4 points for being in the main event. Is 24 points to Shinsuke Nakamura. Because Nakamura didn't seem to hit any moves here either. $445. And AJ Styles gets 20 points for winning a match. He gets 9 for being in and winning the main event is 29, 5 for competing is 34, and 3 moves is 37 points to AJ Styles. Which is 87 and 7 is 594.
I know I'm possibly going to mess you up here,
Uh-huh.
but can you go back to Shane
Okay.
and look at his points? Because for some reason, you have 53 there, and for some reason I have like...
Oh, sorry, yeah, in there. You have like what?
like 103. I don't know, I thought he was higher than 50. I thought he was higher than 53.
I don't think so.
Did you maybe just want to go hit the back button a little bit?
If I do that, it's going to back the entire main event.
No, because you were just giving him a promo.
Yes, before the main event.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would back out a lot of work.
You just have to hit the back button, and then you can hit the forward button again. Never mind.
All right, let's see. Annual.
Hey, Jim, before you do it, save it.
Oh, she's right. She's right. I fucked it up. He was at 98, and I fucked it up. I don't know how I did that.
Well, forward it all the way back and then fix it.
Yeah, he should be at 103.
Forward it all the way back so you don't have to rescore
I
everything.
already did that.
All right.
I just did it, yes. So, it should be at 103. Not sure how I pulled that off. Okay. Thank you, Tiff.
You're welcome.
Anyway, after the match, AJ grabs his championship belt and begins to talk trash at Nakamura from the floor. Shelton attacks Nakamura from behind as AJ watches. Nakamura fights Shelton off, but AJ hits the ring too. He looks for a phenomenal forearm, but stops just before he hits him, like how Nakamura stopped last week just before hitting AJ with a Kinshasa. AJ then pats Nakamura in the head, and they have a stare down before AJ leaves, and holds up his belt on the ramp as Nakamura looks on from the ring. So Shelton with a post-match assault. Real quick, we'll put him at 212. There we go. Thus, SmackDown.
Everyone say hi to the crazy Aussie.
Hi, Crazy Aussie.
Hello, Crazy Aussie.
Yeah, he's apparently listening.
Does for fighting back, does Shinsuke get any assault points or anything?
Yeah, we can give Shinsuke 4
Yeah,
points for
probably
that, I
should.
suppose. All right. Fair enough. 449 for Shinsuke then. Coolio. Let's go over to the score sheet and see what we're at. Data. Bam. All right, we got here. In the lead is the Balor Club Worldwide at 73-17.
Really?
Followed
Wow.
by the Blissful Ride of Justice at 72-82. And I'm still in last at 55-46.
I guess it makes sense. I did get the entirety of the main event.
You did. You also got Charlotte beating Natalia in a match.
I did.
All right.
Don't worry, there's still time. I can still probably pull ahead a little bit.
Oh, I'm going to lose. Don't get me wrong. I am definitely losing. You are definitely winning. Guarantee it.
Let's go over to the 205 Live.
Yeah.
205 Live, 205 Live.
Speaking of things that WWE doesn't care about.
Yeah.
They really don't care about 205 Live.
So, here's what we got. First of all, Mark Andrews wanted a second shot at Drew Gulak after 205 Live submission magician, sort of a punishing loss to the Welsh High Flyer during the title tournament. But Drew Gulak begged Drake Maverick to push the match back 1 week so that Mark Andrews would have time to heal from his match with Tony Nese and would be at 100% for when they fight so that Gulak can prove that he can beat him at 100%. Translation, Gulak is playing the cowardly heel card.
Mm-hmm.
It always does.
So we open up the program by going directly into some hyping for the commentators, and then into our first match of the night, which is Akira Tozawa and Hideo Itami. I don't know. I don't know if this is offensive. I feel like I want to call them Kai and Tai 2.0.
Wow.
Is that offensive?
Yes,
Yeah.
because Funaki can actually speak English.
Yeah.
Kind of offensive to Kaientai.
Take Funaki 2.0.
Do either of them use the Michino Clue Driver?
It's a good question. I don't know.
I mean, we know Kenta doesn't. He has his own move, but still.
Yeah. Well, I know that that one of their opponents, Grand Metalik, uses a Metalik driver.
Yeah, he uses the Michino Clue Driver. Fair enough.
So, yes, it is Tozawa and Itami taking on Lince Dorado and Grand Metalik, a.k.a. Lucha House Party, in a tag team match play. And said match ended in no contest when it turns into a brawl.
Lucha, lucha, lucha.
Yeah, basically. My understanding here is that this match ended in a no contest due to a brawl.
Fair.
According to the recap. Because these teams do not like each other. As you may have figured out.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just verify that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Jumping around. No, I don't want it up there.
No contest is 5.
Yep, no, I'm not looking at it. I wanted to confirm that it was in fact a no contest. I like to confirm it when they declare that on the
Okay.
recap because it's not always accurate. Okay. So that being said, that it's 5 points to everybody. And 5 points. So everybody's going to start at 10 points, 5 for competing and 5 for a no contest. So, in no particular order, we'll do the first team first. So that is going to be 12 points to Tozawa and 13 points to Itami. Points to Hideo Itami. Is 29, 232. And then let's say Dorado will also get 13 points, and Metal League will get 11. Lindsay Dorado is 116. Okay.
Who is his partner on that one again?
Who's partner?
Lindsay.
Grand Metal League.
And that was 13 as
13
well?
for Grand Metal League.
Okay, got it.
No, sorry, 11 for Grand Metal League, 13 for Lindsay Dorado. I got that.
Got it.
Okay. So following that match, the brawl specifically started because Itami slipped out of a Metal League driver attempt and attempted to rip off Grand Metal League's mask. So, yeah. So next up, we cut to the back to Drew Gulak, who was in front of a monitor, and addresses allegations he's playing mind games by having his match against Mark Andrews pushed back. So he says that he's having it pushed back because he wants Andrews at 100% and wants to give him time to recover from his match with Tony Nese. He said he was going to prepare an elaborate PowerPoint presentation to explain in detail why he kept the Dragon Sleeper / Gulak on the Welshman after the bell, but he only needs one. And he calls up a single slide that just says, "Because I could." Could be bolded and underlined. And he promises to do the same to anyone who gets in the ring with him. Promo to Drew Gulak. Next up, Mark Andrews does a selfie promo saying it's not about high-flying versus mat and submission wrestling. Drew crossed the line in their tournament match, and next week it's going to be the two of them to prove that the Cruiserweight Crusader messed with the wrong underdog. No, promo to Mark Andrews. He's on the bottom. One. All right. Next up, Tony Nese has a one-on-one match against a guy named Jonathan Pierce. I don't know who that is, but he gets jobbed out to Tony Nese in about 4 moves.
Did he seem like local talent, or did he seem like actual wrestler?
I don't know. He got a little early offense, but then just got railroaded, so I don't know. I'll throw up 5 points at the bottom, and we'll sort it out later.
All right.
Yeah, so Jonathan Pierce will go down here and get a couple of points. And then Tony Nese will get 20 points for winning a match. He'll get 5 for being in said match. And 2 moves is 27 points to Tony Nese.
Fair.
Indeed. It's about 130. All right. After this, we see Kalisto checking on Lince Dorado's knee in the trainer's room earlier when Buddy Murphy enters. He informs Kalisto that when he beats him in tonight's main event, it isn't personal. He'll make it. He's just going to make it quick so that he can come back to his injured friend. So that's a promo to Buddy Murphy. Well, he's on the bottom, isn't he? Yes. Room 9. All right. And Buddy Murphy then has a main event match against Kalisto, which he proceeds to win via the Murphy's Law. So Kalisto will get 5 points for competing. He'll get 4 for being in the main event, is 9. And 2 moves is 11 points to Kalisto.
So am I really going to get 0 points for this entire show?
Yes.
That sucks. So much for my lead.
Yeah. And then Buddy Murphy will get 20 points for winning a match. He'll get 9 for being in and winning the main event is 29. 5 for competing is 34. And 5 moves is 39 points to Buddy Murphy. Where the heck?
Buddy Murphy's down at the bottom.
Yes, he's on the bottom. I got it. How many points did I say?
39.
39 points to Buddy Murphy. All right, plus the existing.
Should be 148. I
correct.
think.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Cool.
All right. So with that, let us go to the final. Well, actually, before I do that, real quick, Drake Maverick comes on the screen and offers his congratulations to Buddy Murphy, but saying that's not why he's here. He wants to take a moment to reflect on what they've done with the Purple Brand over the last few months, and that's because of the 16 men in the tournament and the 2 men who will wrestle in front of 70,000 people and their friends and families. He encourages fans to make sure they're watching on Sunday for the debut of Ronda Rousey and the return of Daniel Bryan, but Mustafa Ali and Cedric Alexander will be the match which will have everyone saying, I was there when they crowned a new Cruiserweight champion. And then there is a wonderful, short but effective hype piece for Alexander and Ali recapping their journeys on the way here. So we end with promo to Cedric and Mustafa.
There. Ooh, so I do get some points. Just not
a
a hell of a lot. There.
Okay, there we go. Let us go to the final weekly scores. And a refresh. And let's see here. In the lead by, about 19 points is the Balor Club Worldwide.
I'm still in the lead?
By about 19 points.
That's surprising, but okay.
At 73-52.
Okay.
In second place is the Blissful Ride of Justice at 73.33. And lastly is still me at 55.62.
Mm-hmm.
You know where I'm going with it. All right.
If I could do the head thing, I would.
Okay, and there's the scores, people. Let's go to the leaderboards. And still the top of said leaderboards is the monster among men, Braun Strowman.
Damn it!
At 600 points.
So close.
AJ Styles is 6 points behind at 594, the WWE champion, followed by Seth freaking Rollins at 576, just about 20 points behind him. Cedric Alexander's right behind them at 560, followed by Finn Balor at 529, Asuka clocking in at 496, Roman Reigns at 477, John Cena at 460, Shinsuke Nakamura at 449, and Sami Zayn rounding out the top 10 at 424.
Wow.
So there you go, going into WrestleMania.
Sweet.
Bada boom.
It's prediction time.
Do you want to do that first or do the news first?
Why is the news going to affect our predictions?
I don't know.
How would you not know? You've looked at all the news.
True, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Let me just look at the news list. I don't think anything's big.
Because I figured we want Tiff awake for the predictions, not necessarily the news.
Fair enough. Predictions then. Let me bring up the card.
But before we do that, I have a prediction, a post-WrestleMania prediction to make based on some of the results of TakeOver that I glanced at before I came on here.
Well, we're going to cover the TakeOver results, so.
Oh, okay. Because I have a prediction based on one of the results. So go ahead and cover the results. I'll predict that at said result.
Fair enough. In the meantime, let's go ahead and do this. All right.
So do we want to hit that first then?
Hit what?
TakeOver.
Well, I thought we were going to do the predictions first. Make up your mind.
We are. I figured we'd do that and then predict WrestleMania.
Oh.
Since I have a prediction based on a result.
I think that's your problem. But anyway.
It's up to you.
Hang on. I got to find the freaking results. All right. NXT TakeOver New Orleans happened earlier tonight. There was a kickoff show. Nothing happened on it. Moving on.
Right.
So, in the action review, we had the 6-man ladder match for the new NXT North American Championship.
Adam Cole, baby.
Yes. Winner of New North American Championship was Adam Cole after he knocks Ricochet off a ladder. Then we have the NXT Women's Championship match between Ember Moon and Shayna Baszler. Your winner and new Women's Champion, Shayna Baszler.
And here's my prediction. Ember Moon's getting called up during the shakeup.
Okay.
Because she lost the title.
Or will Ember Moon show up in the Women's Battle Royal and win it?
I think she will because I think I read something about it. Ember Moon.
And Shayna Baszler celebrates with the title along with Ronda Rousey and Jessamine Duke, who are in the crowd.
Wait, Jessamine Duke is still around?
Yep.
Ooh.
Yep. Rousey and Duke were in the crowd when Baszler won.
Well, Rousey was there, obviously. She's there for her match, so yeah.
Well. Anyway. Next up, Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly met with a trainer in the back. He checks to see if Cole is able to fill in for the injured Bobby Fish tonight, and Cole is not sure that he can do it. Aleister Black warms up. We find out from Mauro Ranallo that NXT General Manager William Regal is feeling under the weather and is not here tonight. We then have the NXT Tag Team Championship, a triple threat Dusty Classic final, featuring Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne versus the Authors of Pain versus the Undisputed Era.
Of one.
You didn't read all the results, did you?
No, I just saw the women's result, and I was like, ooh, does that mean she's being called up?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's usually what that means. She'll get called up, she'll go back to NXT just to do the rematch, lose, and then that'll be that for her NXT career. Because that's how WWE rolls.
Fair enough. So, Let's see here. So Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne were, of course, facing the Others Pain in the Undisputed Era, and the match came to an end near the end when the last two men in the ring were Pete Dunne and O'Reilly there.
Oh, it was an elimination match?
No, they were just the last two happened to be standing in a ring.
Oh, so did Adam Cole actually come out with O'Reilly? Or did he come out alone?
No, he came out alone.
Oh, okay. He is the tag team champions.
So, well, here's what happened. See, Pete Dunne manages to, he was fighting, let's see, who does he hit to? Right, so Dunne was fighting O'Reilly, and he drops O'Reilly with the bitter end, but Roderick Strong gets in the ring and accidentally kicks his own partner, Pete Dunne, in the back of the head.
Oops.
Or so you think until Roderick Strong then proceeds to hit Dunne with an end of heartache and put O'Reilly on top of him.
Okay.
That's a pinfall and NXT Tag Team Championship and Dusty Classic final win for the now three-man Undisputed Era.
4.
3.
4. One of them's injured, but there's 4.
3.
So what, the injured guy just got fired?
Who was the injured guy?
O'Reilly's tag team partner that's not there, which is why he was alone?
What, Adam Cole?
No, Bobby Fish.
Oh.
Because he was asking Adam Cole to fill in, but Adam Cole's like, dude, I just wrestled a fucking ladder match. I think not. There's now 4 members of the Undisputed Era, if you're counting Mr. Injured Bobby Fish, because Adam Cole's the leader.
Well, Adam Fish had a surgery and is out for 6 months, so I don't think
Bobby
we're counting
Fish.
him right now.
He's still a member if he's still employed, but...
Well, anyway, he tore an ACL and an MCL in his left knee, dude.
Yeah, he's still a member. He's just not there.
Yeah, I don't know. It's going to depend on if the team exists by the time he gets back. Right now, it's a 3-man team.
This is NXT, the land of eternity. They'll still be there.
Yeah. Anyway,
fair enough.
So that happened. And then, of course, the NXT Championship match between Andrade Cien Almas and Aleister Black.
But is that within the rules to literally join another team in the middle of the match just to win the title? That seems kind of not fair.
Well, technically, he didn't join the team. He just turned on his own partner and screwed his own partner. The legal man on the actual team won the match.
Yeah, but you're saying he gets the other belt. I'm like, but that's not fair. He shouldn't get the title at all.
Well, Adam Cole came out after the match and all 3 of them held the belts up.
Bless you.
They might be freebirding this.
That's fine, but what I'm saying is, technically speaking, Roderick Strong should not have any legal claim to the belt because he was not part of the team when they won.
Well, Liam Regal's not here to stop him, so.
Yeah.
That's where we're at right now. Anyway.
That just seems a little weird. That seems a little like, that kind of goes against the rules.
Yeah.
I like
Let's
all
see.
the rules.
Well, anyway, so we have an NXT Championship match.
Mm-hmm.
And interestingly, Alice Cooper is in the crowd.
Okay, random and old.
Along with Nita Strauss.
Okay.
And so Aleister Black comes out, as does Almas with Selena Vega.
Mm-hmm.
And near the end of the match, Almas gets very upset at the referee for only counting 2 on a very close near fall off of a hammerlock DDT. And Vega climbs up to the top rope, but the referee sees her. But instead, she jumps onto Almas, and Aleister Black uses the distraction to hit another Black Mass and to become the new NXT champion.
Okay, then. Random.
So yeah, I think Vega just switched sides.
You think?
Sounds like it.
There must have been a storyline there where she was looking like she was about to move that direction.
Yep.
Oh, no, I don't
And
watch
then, of course,
NXT.
our main event was an unsanctioned match between Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, with the stipulation that if Johnny Gargano loses, he will be gone from NXT forever.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, he did not lose.
Of course not.
Johnny Gargano did, which is Gargano lock in, the Gargano escape. Ciampa fights to get out, but now Gargano puts a brace around Ciampa's face and yanks back harder on the submission and gets the win off of that. So there you go.
And of course, because it was a completely unsanctioned by WWE match, there was a completely sanctioned and under the employ of WWE referee to referee said match.
Yeah.
Yeah, so much for being unsanctioned.
So there you go. Thus was a takeover.
Fair.
Let's go back to WrestleMania.
And the women's division will never, ever be the same again. Oh, and Asuka, somebody is going to be ready for Asuka. And her name is Ember Moon.
Not really.
Isn't the rumor that she's going to be Ember Moon is going to be going up to SmackDown?
Wouldn't surprise me.
Raw.
Either one wouldn't surprise me.
That's fair.
Well, the thing is that if, let's say, Asuka does win against Charlotte, and that means she stays on SmackDown. So that means if Ember Moon does get brought up, she'll probably go to Raw.
That's fair.
Makes sense because Ember Moon and Asuka, they'll want to save that NXT rematch for a big event, so they'll want to build that up down the line somewhere.
Well, that'll obviously be next year's WrestleMania.
Yeah. Anywho.
Like, I could see Ember Moon entering the second Women's Royal Rumble, winning that, and jumping to SmackDown.
Could be. Anywho. WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So, the first match
7 hours of Vince McMahon.
Yes. So, the first pre-show match is the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, the 5th annual one, in fact.
That nobody cares about.
Entrants in the match so far include, but are not limited to, Dash and Dawson, who intend to be the first tag team ever to win it. Corbin, Mojo Rawley, Ty Dillinger, Woken Matt Hardy, Dolph Ziggler, the Breezango, Goldust, Beauty the Man Beast, Zack Ryder, Primo Cologne, Kane, Kurt Hawkins, Benjamin and Gable, Aiden English, Elias, the Good Brothers, R-Truth, Bo Dallas, and Curtis Axel, the Miztourage, Titus Worldwide, Sin Cara, and Mike Kanellis.
Matt Hardy. I'm saying Matt Hardy is going to win as an apology from Vince McMahon for completely fucking over the Ultimate Deletion and pulling the trigger 2 weeks early.
Yeah.
They say that they're going to be the first tag team to win this trophy. How can that be when only one person can only win it? I think. I must not.
If they're the last two in the ring.
Yeah.
If they're the last two in the ring, and they refuse to keep fighting, or they both jump over and land simultaneously, making them both equally the winners.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
So, anyway, that's happening. Meanwhile, we also have prediction.
So I'm the only one predicting.
Yeah, I agree with Matt Hardy. It seems like the most logical possibility here. Tiff, what do you think?
Yeah, probably. I think because after listening to everybody that you've listed off, he's probably the one that's more over than everybody else.
Yeah.
I have a secondary potential prediction depending on what they decide to do.
Well, there are 29 men announced, which means there could, assuming this is a 30-man battle royal, there's one man unannounced in this battle royal.
Exactly, and I have another prediction.
And it is?
Brother Nero.
Okay.
Because we know he's there. We know he was cleared to wrestle like a month ago. So he could very well come out, boot Matt out of the fucking ring, and win the Royal Rumble. Not the Royal Rumble, the Battle Royal as his return to the ring and his debut of the Brother Nero character in WWE.
I think I read something about him coming back and they're pushing him for singles matches.
Hence why he'd come back as Brother Nero and kick Matt out.
Yeah.
Go the TNA route.
We will see.
The only problem with that is that, again, like we said about maybe a month ago, they're booking the Hardy Boys as the Hardy Boys in fucking Arabia, so I don't really see Jeff turning on Matt.
Yeah, so we'll see.
But he could still win.
Yeah.
But I'm sticking with Matt. I think Matt's going to win the whole thing.
Okay.
Also, the other possible 30 entrant is the return that everyone's talking about at WrestleMania of the Big Show.
That is true. It was because I didn't know what that is, but the Big Show did confirm recently in an interview that he signed a new multi-year contract.
So he may come back.
I thought he was retiring.
So did everybody else. Apparently, he's not.
He did mention that he's in the best shape of his entire career. So
he is.
But so yeah, he could come back to bring a quote unquote legitimate threat to the Battle Royal, just so whoever beats him has a little more legitimacy.
He could.
And
anyway,
Jeff,
he's on like what, Raw?
Yes.
Yeah.
So he comes back. He's signing a new contract. What if it? And when is he scheduled to come back?
We don't know.
Tomorrow or today.
Yeah, possibly tomorrow. Today, we don't know.
Okay, what if it's Big Show that is Braun Strowman's tag team partner?
That is the other rumor.
That's another possibility.
If that's the case, there's no fucking way the Bar's winning. No way, unless they're just going to bury Braun Strowman. There's no way.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll get there.
But I will admit right now, I'm gonna make. We'll get to that match in a minute. So yeah, we'll go with Matt Hardy. The women's battle. The women's has absolutely nothing to do with Great Moolah ever Battle Royal.
Mm-hmm. The WWE Women's Snickers Battle Royal.
Yeah. So far in the match, Sasha Banks,
all the women in the division.
Becky Lynch, Liv Morgan, Naomi, Natalya, Ruby Riott, Sarah Logan, Bayley, Lana, Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, Mickie James, Carmella, and Dana Brooke.
Becky Lynch has an apology.
I can see
For
it.
completely fucking her over the last year.
Okay.
I'm gonna put my money on Bayley. I'm gonna say Bayley.
I'm not, for the simple reason I think their feud is going to overshadow that, and they're going to eliminate each other.
I can see that.
Yeah, I can see that.
All right.
Therefore, Becky Lynch becomes the only viable option unless you're going to give it to someone who really doesn't deserve it.
Ember Moon.
Or Ember Moon if she shows up. I will agree with that.
Ember Moon if she shows up.
Can we get Kairi Sane to show up? I'll pick Kairi Sane.
Less likely than Ember Moon, but okay.
Maybe another choice would be either Naomi or Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
Naomi doesn't need it, though. She's a multi-time champion. Becky Lynch has only won it once, and it was almost like a pity throw because, okay, we'll let you be the first ever champion, but we're never giving it to you again.
Yeah.
But if you want to choose Naomi, that's fine. She's possible. She's a favorite in WWE, so I could see them giving it to her.
Okay.
But I'm going my girl, Becky Lynch.
But hey, you wanted a protection, and that's what he protected.
There you go.
Fair enough.
Okay, now here's a tough one.
Yeah.
Who will be the new Cruiserweight champion? Will it be Cedric Alexander? Will it be Mustafa Ali?
Well,
Cedric
really,
Alexander.
at this point, it doesn't really matter. Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter on Jeff's side because he has those two characters. So either
They're not
way,
characters; they're human being people.
Well, you know what I mean. Well, I mean,
Cedric Alexander does not exist. He is a character portrayed by a human being. Get it right.
Thank you. Anyway, Jeff has these two people on his roster. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, well, I can still predict. And I predict Cedric Alexander because they've built him up way too far to just have. They've built him up way too far to fucking oh, what's that guy's name? The guy that they fucked over 4 times in a row.
Oh, they built him up too much. They built him up too much to Austin Aries him.
Yes.
Yeah, that does make sense though.
Yeah. Because I don't think he has as big of an ego as Austin Aries to think he's above the cruiserweight division.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going with him.
Clap, 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 go clap.
What do you guys think?
I kind of
Cedric.
agree. As much as I do like Mustafa Ali, I think Cedric is
Me
the
too.
more likely choice here.
Well, I like them both. Jeff?
Cedric.
All
If
right.
anybody can hear me.
We can hear you. All right, 3 for Cedric. Moving along. Additional matches on the program in no particular order except a possible match order. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Anything's possible. Let's start off with a triple threat tag team match for the SmackDown tag team titles between the Usos, the New Day, and the Bludgeon Brothers.
When did they get added?
Who? The Bludgeon Brothers?
Yeah. I missed
Well, they
something,
killed both
obviously.
teams in the middle of a pay-per-view ring.
Oh.
Yeah, that happened at Fastlane.
Sadly, I'm going to say the Bludgeon Brothers.
I remember that part happening. I just don't remember them being added.
Yeah, I will agree. I think they're building the Bludgeon Brothers up too much for that not to be the end result.
Yep. Because, I mean, they've already tried to do New Day and the Usos. So, they have to
Greatest
try
feud on SmackDown.
something different.
All
Yeah,
right.
I agree.
You having fun
So-
over there, Jim?
Yes. All right. So, moving along.
Oh,
Hold on.
also, Andre the Giant Battle Royal, another possible number 30, because they might be saving it to re-debut him. Woken Wyatt.
Welcome, why? There is another possibility that I'm going to cover in the news. But I can mention
Okay.
that bit of news here. It's a minor bit of news. I don't know what kind of condition he's in right now,
Mm-hmm.
but it was pointed out that WWE went out of their way to specifically re-secure the trademark for the name Colin Cassidy.
Yeah, Big Cass. Yeah, isn't he cleared?
I
Yes.
don't
cleared.
know.
Yeah, I think he's been cleared for a couple
I think
weeks.
he's cleared and rumored to be coming back sometime after WrestleMania.
Or he comes back in the Battle Royal and wins it by surprise. And he is a large man, so winning the
Good.
Giant Trophy would match up for him.
Yeah.
That would actually work. Yeah, there's a lot of possibilities. Anyway, I just thought I'd throw that out there.
Yes,
Just
that's fair.
remembered.
Anyway, moving along,
Yeah.
we have The Bar defending the Raw Tag titles against Braun Strowman and a partner to be determined.
Depends on his partner.
I
But
agree.
I'm going to say Braun Strowman.
Yeah.
I hope so. I hope it's Braun Strowman. And here's what I want. Here's my hope. I'm going to say this right now because it would just be the absolute best possible thing they could do in terms of giving a hilarious nod to minor continuity jokes.
Okay.
I'm going to call this right now. I want to see this happen. I'm going to throw my weight behind. If it doesn't happen, fine. But I'm going to throw my weight behind this right now
Okay.
to bring the minor storyline full circle.
Mm-hmm.
Braun Strowman's tag team partner
Mm-hmm.
is James Ellsworth. He started off as his opponent, then he was on SmackDown, and finally comes full circle now that Braun is a face, and he becomes his tag team partner. And he'll still act afraid of Braun all the time, but Braun will just be like carrying him around just to use him as a... Like, think about it. Braun doesn't want a tag team partner. He doesn't want anybody that has the ambition or would cause him a problem. Who, in everybody Braun's ever dealt with, is the least likely person to want to fuck with Braun Strowman?
True.
The answer is James Ellsworth.
Also, if he comes out, that should strike fear in the hearts of the Bar, because that would mean Braun Strowman has a tag team partner that has a pinfall win over the World Heavyweight Champion.
That is true. Actually, multiple, actually.
Oh, did he beat him more than once? Okay, fair enough.
He beat AJ Styles like 3 weeks in a row.
Okay, so he's got 3 pinfall wins over the World Heavyweight Champion.
Yep.
So, yeah. Not going to happen because he's currently another like World Heavyweight Champion. He beat Gilbert for it.
True. Now, I see another possibility, and that being that the Bar retains because they take advantage of Braun's partner so that Braun can lose and still be protected.
As I was saying, it depends on his partner.
So we will have to wait and see. But I would like Braun Strowman to win. So I'm going to say Braun Strowman wins with James Ellsworth as his partner.
I think he deserves it because I'm going to go on record right now saying if Braun does not win, he's done. They have completely buried him at that point. He is fucking done. Put a fork in him. Because he has lost way too much, choked way too much at pay-per-views, at title matches, that he's now in the fucking mid-card at the tag team title. No offense to the tag team titles. But if he doesn't win this, there's nothing left for him. He's a joke. No one's going to take him seriously at all.
Yeah. Basically.
He has to win this.
Yeah.
Anyway, what does Tiff think?
My prediction. Yeah, it's probably going to be Braun.
Okay. So, moving along. What else we got here? Let's see. What order should I do this? All right. We've got Randy Orton defending the U.S. Championship against Bobby Roode, Jinder Mahal, and Rusev in a fatal four-way match.
I don't care. I mean, Rusev.
Hashtag Rusev Day. He deserves it.
Damn right.
Rusev Day. Rusev Day. Rusev Day.
He's literally like the most over person on the entire roster, so.
He is.
SmackDown roster. So you're going with Rusev?
I'm going with Rusev. Come on. Imagine Rusev, winning back the United States Championship, not only at WrestleMania, but on Rusev Day.
And
Every
you get all the
day
points.
seems to be Rusev Day. They come out every time they come out, they claim it's Rusev Day.
And you get all the points because he's literally the only horse you have in that race.
Also true.
Tiff.
I don't know. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, it is a match that could go any direction.
Because, I mean, it's four-way. It could go anywhere. And I have a 3 out of 4 chances of winning.
Well, let me ask you this. Of the 4 men, who has a tag team partner?
Rusev.
There you go. Who has the advantage because he has a tag team partner?
Rusev.
Jinder has a Singh brother.
Yeah, that too.
Who has a more effective tag team partner?
Fair.
I'm sorry. Singh Brothers not going to beat Aiden English. That's not happening.
Bobby Roode calls out
He could pull
James Storm.
somebody out of his head.
He could. James Storm was at Raw
I know.
as a visitor because he had a pass. But yeah.
So he could get anywhere.
That would blow the roof off of WrestleMania if all of a sudden just beer money reforms at WrestleMania for Roode to retain the title. People would lose their shit.
You mean to win it, or the champion?
I said regain.
You said retain.
I meant to say regain.
Fair.
Sorry. Yeah, people would lose their minds, man.
They would.
That'd be like the Hardy Boys all over again.
Yep. Anywho. So we got that. So a triple threat Intercontinental Championship match between The Miz, Seth freaking Rollins, and Finn Balor.
My pick.
You know how this is going to go, right?
How's this going to go, right?
Prediction. This prediction is going to go that you're going to say Seth, and he's going to say Balor, and I'm going to say The Miz, because each one of us has one
a horse
person
in that race.
has a horse in that race.
That is true.
So
Except
there is.
from
Everybody's going to pick their own person, so there's not going to be like, okay, well, this person is going to win. Like, we all said, okay, well, this is going to be Braun Strowman, that he's going to win. And it's like, okay, well, we're all on different fences here because everybody has somebody in that match.
Except from a pure logical standpoint, it makes the least sense for Miz to win, as I pointed out earlier in this broadcast, because he has a newborn child. He needs to go raise that child. So he's going to go on paternity leave. He's losing the title. I guarantee you he's losing it.
So
I guarantee you he's not.
You're going to pick The Miz?
I don't know. Because realize, though, I don't think Miz is going to... I don't know. Because hang on. Because Miz has gone out of his way for weeks now to hype the fact that he's only like a few weeks away from becoming the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion.
Mm.
Now, granted, that's in total, not for one reign. So as soon as he wins it back again, he'll pass that. So it's not like it's going to ruin his chance. But I feel like Miz wouldn't have gone out of way to hype that up so much if they weren't going to let him get to that point.
Right. I would also like to point out, though, I think the original plan was for him to drop the title because Maurice wasn't due until after WrestleMania, and he was hoping she would hang on, and she went into labor early.
Yeah.
So now that the baby is here, Miz kind of needs to go home. He kind of has to. He can't wait any longer.
Yeah, so they got to see the pull the trigger and give it to one of the other two, but we'll see.
I think they're going to stick with the original plan now that they have, an actual reason of, we got to get him home, we got to get him home, we got to get him home.
Yeah, fair enough.
So then it comes down to Seth and Finn, and I'm just like, well, given what happened on Raw, and given who I really, really actually want to win, points aside, Finn Balor deserves it more than Seth Rollins.
Fair enough.
What do you think, Jim?
Yeah, I could see it.
You agree with Finn?
I could see Finn winning. I could see this match going pretty much any way.
Mhm.
There's a lot of possibility here.
So you're not going to give a prediction. Fair.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. I will give a prediction as much as I would like him to win. I don't think Seth Rollins will win. I think it'll be one of the other two. As much as I want Seth Rollins to win because he's the horse I have in that race, I feel like he's the least likely to win.
Really? Least likely than The Miz, huh?
Like I said, I just feel like it's one of those things where like I feel like Miz, retain it long enough to hit that mark that I retain it long enough to reach that mark thing, and then have him drop it after that. But you're right, with the baby coming early, I don't know if that plan is gonna run out. They may pull the trigger on another direction. But if they do, I agree. Finn Balor's been shafted way too damn long. He needs a belt. So
yeah. This is the biggest push he's had since coming up to the main roster, if you don't count his one-day Universal Championship run.
Yes, I agree. And as much as I like Seth Rollins and I want him to be involved in things,
absolutely.
I feel like Finn is more likely to claim that championship.
Yeah. Also, I don't know what they're going to do with Seth because Dean's in trouble.
Yeah, we'll see.
Dean's kind of like no arm Dean over here, so yeah, he's kind of fucked up right now.
Yeah, but they'll find a way to make Seth Rollins work. Because if worst comes to absolute worst, Seth can just go hit Roman with a chair and just start feuding with him again.
I would be fine with that if he's like, "Fuck this, I'm going for the Universal title."
Yeah.
But then he's just going to get buried by Samoa Joe.
Possibly. We'll see.
Anyway, so what do you think? Are you going to stick with The Miz?
Yes and no. Yes if he stays. No if he doesn't stay. And if he doesn't stay, then I'm still on the fence between who might win.
That's fair.
Because I don't know. It could go either way.
It could go any direction. This is a match that could literally go any way. But
yeah. It's going to be a good match.
I'm in my boy's corner.
All right. Now.
Yeah.
Secondary prediction.
Yes.
Now, hopefully, given that there is a 2-hour pre-show, this seems incredibly unlikely.
Yes.
Chances of that match going on first and Miz wrestling in a half-empty arena.
But by the time the show actually starts, the arena is not.
That's what I'm saying. It's a 2-hour pre-show, so that's pretty much an impossibility. But
even if it's not a 2-hour pre-show, by the time the pre-show period is over, there's usually people in seats.
No, it's a 2-hour pre-show.
I know it is. I'm just saying, regardless of how long it is, even with the stand 1 hour.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Luckily, he's not on the pre-show.
Yeah,
that's the godsend for that. So fair enough. Moving along, let's go over here next. We've got Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon versus Team Cammy, and if Team Cammy loses, they will be fired from SmackDown Live forever.
This one I'm on the fence about. I think Bryan and Shane are going to win. I just don't see them carting Team Cammy back to Raw because it doesn't make sense to me for them to go back to Raw. But I also don't see Bryan losing his first match back. That would anger the fans to no end. That would bury fucking Sammy and Kevin far more than shunting them back to Raw.
I agree with your point from earlier. I think Team Cammy are going to lose, and they can show up on Raw, and they can challenge either. Because I think that's, depending on which match goes on first, I will say this. If the tag title match is on first and the Bar retain, I guarantee you Team Cammy are losing, and they're going to go to Raw to feud with the Bar, because that would actually be a hell of a feud.
Heel versus heel?
The Bar basically face. Let's be fair. Everybody chants the Bar's catchphrase. They wear the Bar's t-shirts. Everybody likes the Bar. All they have to do is come out and say, all they have to do is come out for a minute and be like, especially with Team Cammy, all I have to do is come out and be like, hey, we don't like you, Team Cammy, and boom, hey, you're face. The fans are behind you.
True. I'd be okay if they gave them the titles, because damn it, Sammy needs a title.
I agree with this. So
you going with the Yes Movement?
Yeah, I'm thinking the yes movement kind of has to win here. I think there's no possible way that can happen without Daniel Bryan winning, or there will be a fan riot.
Here's their unofficial tag team name. It's long.
Okay.
Here comes the yes movement.
Yeah. Okay. I'll take it.
Jeff, what do you think?
Yeah, Jeff. What do you got?
Oh, did we lose her?
Yeah.
Nope, I'm still here.
Oh, there you are. Okay. What do you think, Tiff?
What was this match again?
It was Here Comes the Yes Movement versus Team Cammy.
Okay. I'm thinking Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon.
Cool. We're all in agreement then. Good. Moving on.
Yeah.
I approve. Let's see what else we got here. We have ourselves. I guess we'll do this one next. We have ourselves Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey versus The Authority.
Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, that's pretty much a guarantee.
Then again, she's going up against Stephanie McMahon, and ego might just crush her.
Not that kind of ego.
Well, the whole point they're putting her in the match is with Steph is to make Steph more legitimate. That's the only reason the match is taking place.
True.
And how do you make Steph more legitimate than beating the baddest woman on the planet?
Yeah, but then that just buries Ronda Rousey as a threat in the WWE to that audience. They won't do that.
Are you sure?
Yes.
They buried Finn Balor as a threat.
No, well, here's a possibility. Now, I don't think Ronda Rousey will get buried. I think Ronda Rousey is going to destroy Stephanie 8 Ways to Sunday. Now, that will happen. That does not necessarily mean that while Ronda is doing that, that Triple H won't pedigree Kurt the next week behind her back and win the match.
True.
Could happen.
I still say Team Ronda's winning this match.
Yeah, that seems like the most likely scenario. Especially because the other Authority people versus wrestlers match is, probably going to have the heel victory. Well, that's going to have the face victory. So I don't know. Will they have both face victory? I guess, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, because the Authority wins the other match with D. Bryan and Shane, and then the Authority loses here because, let's face it, the only actual wrestler in this match is Ronda Rousey. None of the other are technically wrestlers. They're all Authority figures.
That's true. Fair enough. Rolling along. Next up, we have Alexa Bliss defending the Raw Women's Championship against Nia Jax.
Nia Jax.
I hope so. She deserves it.
She deserves it.
She does.
They've built it up too much, and with what they've done to her, they can't have her lose. Come on.
Yeah.
What do you think, Tiff?
Of this Ronda Rousey?
No, Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax.
We didn't do Ronda Rousey either. What do you think of Ronda Rousey?
Oh, she's trying to do it. Okay, go ahead.
Wait, I don't know. I think I don't know what's wrong with my computer. I don't know if it's Hangouts or whatever, but you guys keep seeming to be cutting in and out, and I can only get bits of the conversation. So I don't know where you're at in this conversation. I mean, the last thing I heard was this Ronda Rousey against the Authority figure, and then somebody all of a sudden starts saying Nia Jax. Now, what are we talking about?
You can talk about Ronda Rousey. Yeah, you can talk about Ronda Rousey first.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know what's going on. Somebody's got to tell me. Is what I'm saying.
We just told you. You could talk about Ronda Rousey first. The Ronda Rousey match.
And I thought I gave him a prediction for that already.
I thought she did too. That's why I moved on. But Jeff is all like, "Are we going to let her talk about the Rousey match?"
Well, I thought that's why she was asking about. Because I don't recall her giving a prediction, but that's fair.
All right, stop. Stop. Everybody stop. Tiff, who do you think will win between Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax?
Probably Nia Jax.
Okay, we're all in agreement on that. She deserves it. Now, I think that's going to happen. Now, the more relevant women's question is: Charlotte Flair ready for Asuka?
No, unfortunately.
What do you think, Tiff?
That kind of cut out again, and I'm gonna say Asuka.
Okay.
What do you think, Jim?
But that's probably not what you were talking about.
No, it was. You're good.
I'm assuming you're going with Asuka, Jim.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Asuka. I think it makes sense.
Yep.
All right. And then we have AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the WWE Championship.
Nakamura.
Hmm.
I think Nakamura's going to take it.
That does make sense.
And I think AJ is going to go take some time off and get healed up from that injury because I don't think he's at 100%.
No, probably not. So I agree. I think it'll be Nakamura. Tiff? Tiff?
We must have cut out again to her. Yeah, she's muted.
She is muted.
She must be going to try to fix her headset.
Possibly.
Shall we assume she said Nakamura and move on?
I don't know.
I'll be very surprised if AJ retains it. Either way, I think it's going to be a great match.
No, she had muted for a second and then she remuted.
Too bad we don't have a technical difficulty sign you could throw up.
Yeah, I know, right?
We should make a league technical difficulty sign. Doom, 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 technical difficulties.
This is clearly the reason why she wasn't using that old headset.
Well, it's better than the one that had feedback.
Well, no, because on that one we could at least hear her.
You
And
could.
she could hear us. Tiff, if you can hear me, just we only got a couple matches left, and you don't have to stick around for the news. Just type to us what you think. Who's going to win between AJ and Shinsuke?
She says Nakamura.
Okay, cool. We're in agreement then.
Yeah.
And of course, as if we need to ask.
She says Nakamura because of the hype.
That's fair. So you don't think they're just going to get hype? You think they're going to stay hype?
She says so much hype.
Ah. Fair. And as if we need to ask, last but not least, Roman Reigns challenges the WWE Universal Champion, Brock Lesnar.
Well, we know who's winning that match. Moving on.
That's the last match.
There's one more match.
No, there's not.
Potentially.
Oh, you're right. Fair enough. Okay. So, yes. So,
John Cena versus some variant of The Undertaker. Take your pick.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't think anyone wins in this match, regardless of who wins. So I'm like, eh.
Yeah.
Because no one gains anything from winning this match.
Mm-hmm.
Undertaker. Have him go out on a win. Fuck it.
I agree. Undertaker should win. Because it will make the fans happy. Undertaker. Alrighty.
And Tiff says Cena.
Oh, okay. And she's gone.
Alrighty. Well, unfortunately, we lost Tiff.
Yeah, did she say she was leaving?
No, she's not here.
No, I know that. I just know she said she was going to not be here. Was my question at hand. Yeah.
Let's go to the news.
Sure, why not? I got some news to cover here. Variants of things. And unfortunately, because this is earlier in the weekend, certain things have already happened as part of this weekend that we are now in the middle of. Some of this will be old hats.
Mm-hmm.
We did find out, as took place on Friday night, that the Big Show would induct Mark Henry into the Hall of Fame.
Yep.
So that was cool. Well,
It's a not as big show.
yep. I did not read it. There was rumor. I did not. Again, I didn't see the Hall of Fame yet. I don't know what happened.
Me neither.
Rumor from at WrestleVotes was that Kid Rock would be inducted by another former Hall of Fame headliner himself.
Mm-hmm.
Quote, still not 100% on it, but I'm expecting a can of whoop ass to be opened on stage Friday night.
Okay, then.
So there was rumors that Austin would be inducting Kid Rock. Don't know if that happened. We will see when we get around to watching that. Also, worth noting that the additions to this year's Hall of Fame Legacy Wing editions, individuals doesn't include Stan Stasiak.
Okay.
Tiff's
back.
Hi, Tiff. Hello.
Can you hear us? Guess
Nope.
not.
I don't
Guess
think
not.
it was.
There you are.
I can hear you.
I don't think it was. I don't think it was my headset. I think it was Hangouts. It's
No,
being
could be.
dumb as shit.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Anyway,
we're on the news, so.
Yep. So, Stan Stasiak, you may remember his son Sean Stasiak.
Oh, is that his actual real name? I didn't realize that was his actual name. Fair enough.
Yeah, Stasiak. He's a Stasiak. His father or grandfather was a Stan Stasiak. Not of Planet Stasiak, as far as I know.
Meat.
Anyways, Stan Stasiak, Lord Alfred Hayes, the legendary Lord Alfred Hayes, Dara Singh, Cora Combs, El Santo, Jim London's, Rufus J. Jones, Sputnik Monroe,
Okay.
and Boris the Great Malenko.
Okay, then.
Yes. That would be Dean Malenko's father.
Did he get inducted by Dean?
I don't know. Like I said, these are just the posthumous people that they throw in a video package. They don't really get inductors.
Oh.
So, but he is the father of both Dean and Joe Malenko.
Fair enough.
So that's cool.
The father of 1,000 holds.
Yes, precisely. So we got that. Moving along, we got some news relating to the forthcoming Greatest Royal Rumble. You guys have heard of this?
Yeah.
First of all, the first 5 superstars have been announced who will be entering the Greatest Royal Rumble.
Okay.
Those superstars include Daniel Bryan.
He's actually going to be in the Rumble?
He's in the Rumble.
Oh, God, if he doesn't win.
Also in the Rumble are Kane, The Big Show, Braun Strowman, and Bray Wyatt.
You mean Woken Wyatt?
Woken Wyatt, whoever he is. They're the first 5 people who are announced to be in the Greatest Royal Rumble match.
Fair enough.
Of course, also happening at the event is a John Cena vs. Triple H match and 7 championship matches.
Fair. So those people will not be in the Royal Rumble match.
Yep.
Fair.
And you will see no women on that show because the country doesn't allow that.
And people are pissed.
Some of them. It was also announced that the Greatest Royal Rumble will also now have a kickoff show.
What? They're treating it like, oh, God damn it.
It'll be a 1-hour kickoff show.
How can you do this with no women?
The 1-hour kickoff show will start at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Pacific.
Makes no sense. Brain hurts.
That's what they're doing.
Everyone's going to be in that match. What else the hell do you have for a kickoff show?
I don't know. Technically speaking, they could have the women there. The women can appear. They just aren't allowed to compete.
Yeah, so what are they going to do? Sit around and talk? That's fucking stupid.
Yeah. I don't know.
Especially when one of your champions can't speak English.
Yeah. Let's see. Here's the advantage, though. Your champion can't speak English. Neither can most of the people in Saudi Arabia.
Touche.
What else we got here? So during the WrestleMania Access over the course of this weekend, there were 4 different invitational tournaments.
Okay.
They were tournaments for the UK title, the NXT North American title, the NXT Tag titles, and the NXT Women's. So let's see here. So they had varying rounds over the course of the weekend here. So that's cool. What is this? Yeah, okay. What else? Oh, jumping around. Back that up. All right. So let's see here. So let's see. WrestleMania had a lot of events this week. On Monday, the Big Show rang the opening bell at the New York Stock Exchange to kick off WrestleMania week. On Tuesday, there was a veteran employment panel and networking event at the World War II Museum, the National World War II Museum.
So did Big Show just punch the bell?
Yeah, supporting Hire Heroes USA, giving 150 veterans the opportunity to receive one-on-one career coaching.
And he ignored me.
And Mark Henry, NXT superstars, and military veterans Lacey Evans, Montez Ford, and Steve Cutler, and WWE Ambassador Dana Warrior were on site to meet attendees.
Hello?
Hello?
How come I keep being ignored?
I can hear you. What?
You completely fucking ignored me twice.
Wow, what did you say?
Said, what did Big Show do? Punch the bell?
Maybe. I don't know.
Hello?
Dong.
Hi, Tiff.
Hi, Tiff.
Hey.
Let's see. Then superstars visited the Naval Air Station Joint Reserve Base.
Jim, really quick update from our resident tech guru, the Crazy Aussie.
Okay.
Hangout be fucked up.
Okay.
So it's not Tiff, it is Hangout. And yeah, we apologize if no one out there can actually understand us because Hangouts is buffering every other fucking second.
Fair enough. Shit be happened. Let's see. Mark Henry, NXT superstars Lacey Evans, Montez Ford, and Steve Cutler, and Ambassador Dana Warrior were also in a flight simulator demonstration at the Naval Air Station Joint Reserve Base. Then Finn Balor, Bayley, Jason Jordan, Goldust, and Alicia Fox, and Ambassador Dana Warrior were at the Oshner Children's Health Center.
Oh, God, that's what they're going to do. Oh, I forgot about him. Shit.
What?
Jason Jordan is going to win the Battle Royal. He's cleared to wrestle. He's been cleared for like a week or two.
Oh, crap.
He's going to come back. He's going because fucking Kurt Angle announced that he was cleared to wrestle like a week or two ago.
Oh.
They're going to give it to Jason Jordan.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Anyway. So they went and visited the Children's Hospital, signed autographed, and distributed replica championship belts. Then they visited the Malign Recreational Center. An assortment of superstars were there. Sheamus, Cesaro, Sasha, and Mickey, and the aforementioned 3 NXT superstars. They went to the Special Olympics Unified Basketball game on Thursday. Seth Rollins, Carmella, Alicia Fox, Chad Gable, and Shelton Benjamin were there, along with NXT's Velveteen Dream and Dana Warrior, plus the Big Show, who was acting as a commentator, along with Mike Rome. There was a Susan G. Komen luncheon, because of course there was.
Of course.
That was at
October already?
That was at the Audubon Zoo Tea Room. Then there were WrestleMania Access events, the Be a Star Bullying Prevention Rally. And then, of course, the Hall of Fame ceremonies, the Make-A-Wish Circle of Champions, the Kids Superstar Reveal, NXT TakeOver, the WrestleMania Block Party, and, of course, WrestleMania, plus Raw, SmackDown, and the WrestleMania Reading Celebration on Tuesday morning.
Jesus Christ. Have they ever heard of moderation?
Not in WrestleMania week.
That's too much even for WrestleMania week. Jesus.
In Vince McMahon, nothing is too much for WrestleMania week. All right.
Looking at our chat, we had somebody called The Real Jiren. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right. He says Pete Dunne is fucking awesome.
Pete Dunne is fucking awesome. I agree.
Absolutely.
So, so brackets were put out for those tournaments. I don't know what the end results of the tournaments was. It's a little late for that now.
I will say, though, unfortunately, I don't see any of the British people being called up because isn't the UK title an NXT thing? So they kind of have to stay in NXT for like their entire career.
A little bit. Let's see here. Hang on.
Unless they move the title.
But actually, tomorrow morning, or this morning, in a few hours' time, they'll be having the finals for those NXT Championship matches. So let's see who made it to those finals.
Okay.
If I can find a listing of said things.
Full-time librarian, go search, do your job.
Yes, hang on. Let me scroll over here.
Yes, that's right, folks. I called him a full-time librarian.
Yes, he needed to specify that.
You're not proud of that?
Of course I am.
You should be.
Let's see. Where the hell? No, that's match previews. Where the hell? Oh, here. Results for the Invitational Tournament matches. Here we go.
Yay! All right. What do we got?
All right. So. Okay. What the heck? Yeah. Really, guys?
Mm-hmm. Problems?
No, they put the bracket pictures up and then didn't actually fill them in. Idiots.
What tournament is this for?
All of them.
Well, okay. What are they called? I need to know what to search for.
There are the Invitational Tour, the WrestleMania Access Invitational tournaments.
WrestleMania Access Invitation. No. Oops. L tournament. There we go. Let's see.
Because the results are here, they just haven't summarized them on the charts.
Yeah. Whoa! The fuck?
I don't know.
Fucking ads. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have the results. If you just want me to run down the results.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, UK title invitational first round. Lince Dorado defeated Raul Mendoza.
I wasn't going to go through every fucking round for 4 tournaments. That'll take forever.
Only 2, 4, 6.
I just wanted the list of people that are wrestling tomorrow morning against the champions. That's what I want to know.
There's only 8 matches. Anyway, let's see.
There's 8 matches, and then multiply that by 4 tournaments.
Okay, it's a tournament. Okay. Oh no, that's 4 days. That's not going to help me. Oh, actually, I can figure it out by doing this. Okay, cool. Yeah, I can do this. WrestleMania Access Tournament. So, pull up the results because I can use that to actually figure out who's facing who. Okay, so.
Oh, no, here we go. I got it.
Oh, I was going to tell you, but okay.
Okay, well, we can go ahead. Go ahead.
So we have on the women's side, we have, okay, so it's going to be, Dakota Kai versus Peyton Royce on for the women's title.
Mm-hmm.
We have, see what's the next one, tag team. It's going to be the Forgotten Sons versus TM61. For the North American title, it's going to be Chris Dijak versus Hideo Itami. And for the UK title, it's going to be Mark Andrews versus Lince Dorado. So nobody that's actually British.
Yeah. Here's those matches already happened.
Did they?
Yes. Because I have the results of those matches. Because those aren't the title matches. Those are just the tournament finals. Then the tournament winner faces the champion.
Oh, okay. Because this one doesn't have the results of those matches.
Yeah, I have that right here. So let's see. Leo Rush defeated Drew Gulak to earn a match against Pete Dunne for the UK Championship.
Then what happened to the UK Invitational?
What do you mean?
They weren't in the Invitational.
Yes,
I guess they were. Wait, what? Hold it. Okay, never mind. Go ahead.
Idiot. Anyway, it says Leo Rush defeated Drew Gulak, so Leo Rush will get a match against the UK champion, which is Pete Dunne.
Pete Dunne. Yep.
Yep. And then we have, let's see here. Akira Tozawa defeated Chris Dijak for a match against the new North American champion. Who won that again?
It's Dijak, by the way, and Adam Cole.
Okay.
So they've kicked Tozawa off of the main roster?
No, these are just invitational off-TV tournaments.
Yeah, but he's facing an NXT champion, so.
Yeah, well.
Anyway.
NXT guys were in the 205 tournament.
Fair.
For the tag team invitationals, I can officially approve the fact that the current the NXT tag team champions, the new Undisputed Era.
Yeah, the illegal Undisputed Era.
The Undisputed Era will be taking on the winners, Mustache Mountain, who defeated TM61.
Okay. I'll go with that.
And Dakota Kai defeated Peyton Royce to earn herself a match against Shayna Baszler.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, you're not going to win that match.
No.
So there you go. So, interesting to see the results of those matches tomorrow morning. Stay tuned.
Yeah, you're totally not. No, you're not winning that. I don't think any of these people are going to win, but I don't see Adam Cole losing the title just after he won it.
No, probably not.
That's not happening.
No. We also, pictures of the WrestleMania set are out. I'm not going to put them up, but you can find them.
Right.
They actually did a nice little video at WWE. You can check it. It was posted early last night. And it is a first look at the WrestleMania 34 set with an assortment of lovely women in evening dresses in the ring, including Charlotte, Asuka, Sasha, Alexa, Carmella, and Naomi.
Fair.
I will say, just comparing the evening wear of the folks in the ring, the ladies in the ring, it's kind of interesting. To see the possibility of seeing how how these interpret on the women. Asuka's is the most basic, Charlotte's looks the most formal, Sasha's looks the most slutty.
Of course, she's a heel.
Yeah. And then Carmella and Naomi look like they're in pretty standard dresses, and then Alexa's looks pretty good too. So.
We need the NXT North American belt as DLC.
Yeah. Although, height comparison, Alexa must be wearing like 5-inch heels under that dress. Just saying. Anyway, moving along. Let's keep it rolling. So here's a question for those of you out there in wrestling land.
Oh,
I see Tiff is still with us. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Who here remembers Jillian Hall?
Me.
good.
And I assume Tiff.
Yeah.
Yep. So
Well-
Jillian Hall pled no contest to a DUI charge in Orange County, Florida courtroom on Monday. She was arrested back in April of 2015 with a blood alcohol level greater than 0.20.
Damn.
Following multiple failed attempts to pass a pretrial diversion that would have cleared their charges from her record, she was allowed to plead no contest to a reduced charge of reckless driving due to alcohol and received probation for up to 6 months. She was also given the choice of completing an additional 46 hours community service or paying an additional $460 in fines. She opted to pay the money, which has effectively ended her imposed probation. She was ordered to attend 2 county-approved DUI school classes in the next 3 months and was allowed 12 months to pay additional costs or fines that the hearing on Monday added to her plate. Also given permission by the court to travel out of town for work, she's expected to attend her advertised appearances at WrestleCon, Warriors of Wrestling, and the Shenanigans Party in New Orleans.
Okay then.
Roll this out here. Let's see, we got some NXT news, but I think we probably already discussed this stuff.
Fair.
Yeah. Triple H unveiled the new North American Championship. Have you guys seen it?
Like I said before, we need this as DLC.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's a nice champion. I want it for the strap. That's a really nice strap.
It's a nice strap.
I kind of want the center plate too. I like the center plate.
That's fair. So we got that. We already did the TakeOver New Orleans results, so the NXT news is already covered. Let's move on. So, in addition to a lot of other shit, because WrestleMania is in New Orleans, every other wrestling company in the world comes to New Orleans to try to capitalize.
Of course.
So, Impact Wrestling announced their complete lineup for WrestleCon, which includes, from this past Friday, an Impact Wrestling versus Lucha Underground show,
Okay.
which apparently happened. The confirmed matches on that show included Austin Aries and Phoenix versus Alberto El Patron and Pentagon Jr., Eddie Edwards versus Jeremiah Crane in an I Quit match, Ali versus Taya Valkyrie in a Knockouts Championship match, Lax versus Killshot and the Mac for the tag titles, and Desmond Xavier, Andrew Everett, and Diz versus Drago, King Cuermo, and Aerostar. So yeah, they had a lot of stuff going on all weekend too. All kinds of Twitch cast premieres and dinner with the stars of Impact Wrestling and hangouts with superstars and just all kinds of stuff. So they really took advantage of the whole weekend, which was good. What else? Now here's some interesting situations. You remember how I mentioned Alberto El Patron in that last article?
Yeah.
Well, bit of a problem for Alberto El Patron. Because remember how I mentioned he was in that match?
Mm-hmm.
What was the match? He was actually he was supposed to team with Pentagon Jr. to take on Austin Aries and Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Alberto El Patron failed to show up for his match last night at the Impact vs. Lucha Underground event.
Oh, jeez.
That took place at the WrestleCon in New Orleans.
Oh, jeez.
Alberto was scheduled to participate in the main event, teaming up with Penta to take on the duo of Austin Aries and Rey Fenix. With Alberto nowhere to be found, the match was turned into a triple threat featuring the remaining 3 superstars.
Wow.
Fans in attendance assumed Alberto to no-show the event, and that was why many of the wrestlers backstage were also believing. However, one source reached out to Mike Johnson, a PW Insider, to say Alberto had called in sick before the event. Whatever the reason, he appeared fine earlier in the day and fully participated in a press conference to promote the event.
Fair.
So that happened. So to follow that up, Alberto El Patron missed another Impact event at WrestleCon in New Orleans. Word backstage that after 2 of his appearances, his status with the company was up in the air.
Hmm.
And of course, we bring the weekend full circle.
Yeah.
Let's see. So it reports Alberto El Patron is now gone from Impact Wrestling.
Huh.
After no showing the scheduled match last night, missing again this morning for a scheduled autograph signing, he's reportedly gone from Impact Wrestling pending an official statement either today or tomorrow. While there was a rumor that he actually called in sick for his match in the Impact vs. Lucha event, his fellow wrestlers are of the belief that he simply blew off the show by no showing, as he was perfectly fine earlier in the day during a press conference. According to PW Insider, Ed Nordholm is apparently staying at the same hotel as Alberto and attempted to get in touch with him, but was unable to do so, which may have led to the firing. Some Impact officials were said to be very worried about his well-being since they had not heard from him all evening, and there was even talk of getting the police involved so they could do a wellness check on him. So hopefully they found him, and hopefully he's okay, but he is definitely does not have a job if he is.
Fair.
And we'll follow this up. Impact Wrestling did confirm that they released Alberto.
Huh.
There was a statement, a tweet was put out indicating from at Impact Wrestling. Impact Wrestling announced today that it has terminated its agreement with Alberto El Patron effective immediately. So Alberto is fucking fired.
Good.
Indeed.
Fuck him.
Yes.
Get back behind our president's wall.
Wow. You really just said that.
Yeah, the wall doesn't exist. From what I understand, it doesn't exist. Not through his lack of trying, but...
Yeah. Well, he just let 150 National Guardsmen down there to make a human wall.
Yes, he did. Which... idiot.
Yeah. Anyway, moving along. What else we got?
It.
We got more shit going on. Speaking of companies that are not the WWE, let's throw this up here real quick because it's relevant to note. Dana White had some activity this week. First of all, he proceeded to confirm that Brock Lesnar is, in fact, coming back to UFC. He said it outright in an interview.
Well, thank you for ruining WrestleMania, you prick.
We all knew that was happening.
Not that we didn't know what was happening, but still, you could have just not confirmed it. And
he didn't say when. He just said he was coming back.
Yeah, but that combined with what Paul Heyman said, come on, that's literally an outright confirmation.
Oh, hang on a minute. Let me just detail here. Yeah, Brock Lesnar is coming back, White said. I don't know when, but yes, he is. Also, there's also rumored for weeks now that another former superstar would be getting a second shot in the UFC, and that is confirmed that Phil CM Punk Brooks will be having a fight against Mike the Truth Jackson at UFC 225. That show will also feature UFC middleweight champion Robert Whittaker versus interim UFC middleweight champion Yoel Romero in a rematch to unify the titles.
So, stealing Ron Killings' gimmick. Fair.
Yeah, he is the Truth Jackson.
Ron Killings had it first.
And at Mike Pendleton on Twitter. I don't know who that is. Apparently he's a known MMA news guy. Fair. I apologize for not knowing you. I am not a MMA guy. Says I posted this 3 days ago. Said I just spoke to at the Truth Jackson briefly about what Chicago should expect in his fight versus at CM Punk.
Heck was what?
I just heard a high-pitched squeal, like somebody sneezed or something.
No.
Yep.
Not from here.
And Truzak said, I'm coming in to stake my claim in his backyard. Chicago will adopt me as one of their own once I'm done with Phil. So them's fight. And he also proceeded to post a picture on Instagram, which is the Truth Jackson, of him holding a Money in the Bank briefcase. With the caption, time to cash in the hashtag Money in the Bank. Uncle Dana just delivered the hashtag pipe bomb. At CM Punk versus The Truth at UFC 225. Hashtag Truth versus Punk. Hashtag Truth Food Tour. There you go. What else we got? I mentioned it earlier, but the name Colin Cassidy has been re-trademarked by the WWE, so expect him to be using that when he comes back.
Fair.
Happy news for one of the competitors in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale.
Okay.
For those who did not hear, earlier in the week, specifically on Wednesday morning, it was announced that Mike and Maria Kanellis had welcomed a baby girl into the world. Their daughter, Frederica Moon, arrived on Wednesday morning weighing 6 pounds. Mom and baby are both doing great. Congratulations to the Kanellises, and we wish Mike Kanellis luck in the Battle Royal. Nobody else cares. Fair enough. Good to know. We go from happy news to some sad news, unfortunately. This was a right tragedy. We lost Johnny Valiant this week.
Don't know who that is.
Of the famous WWE tag team, the Valiant Brothers.
Okay.
He was a former two-time WWF Tag Team Champion with his brother Jerry Valiant.
Fair.
Unfortunately, luscious Johnny Valiant, real name Tommy Sullivan, passed away on Wednesday morning after he was running across a busy road and was hit by a truck.
Oof.
Ouch.
That sucks.
He was 71.
Damn.
He was hit by a truck on McKnight Road. Let's see. The driver and the truck stayed on the scene. No indication this was anything other than a terrible accident, but they're still investigating.
Well, given his age, hopefully he has lived a full and happy life.
And apparently the Valiant Brothers were inducted into the Hall of Fame back in 1996. So, he's a Hall of Famer. What else we got? Here's an interesting one. So, let's take a minute and talk about AJ.
Okay.
And by that, I'm, of course, talking about AJ Lee, the wife of CM Punk.
Crazy girl. Okay.
Indeed. And she has now launched a new GoFundMe campaign.
Okay.
Which she has entitled "Call Me Crazy for a Cause."
Okay.
It is a cause to benefit the National Alliance on Mental Illness.
Okay.
Currently, the effort has raised a little over $2,000 off the $25,000 goal. And actually, that is at $3,505 now.
Okay. Good.
And I quote from the video. My name is AJ Mendez, and I'm a fighter. I have fought to go from a scrawny kid growing up in severe poverty to a wrestling champion on international television. I have fought to go from a college dropout to a best-selling author. I have fought to go from being confused and scared lying in a hospital bed after a suicide attempt to being in charge of and proud of my bipolar disorder diagnosis. I have always considered myself a one-girl revolution, responsible for making the change I want to see in the world, starting with myself. But headed into my next battle, I was so grateful to have an army alongside me. About a year ago, I teamed up with the National Alliance on Mental Illness. I had written my book, Crazy is My Superpower, available in bookstores now, as a way to reclaim hateful words like crazy and to showcase the beauty in our differences. But I needed the guidance of mental health professionals to continue the conversation and help shatter the stigma around mental illness. NAMI has given me the invaluable support and the tools necessary to help educate others. NAMI provides no-cost essential information, education, and support to individuals and families in need. They raise awareness and advocate for the 60 million Americans affected by mental health conditions. They give help and hope, so crucial to those still navigating their mental health journeys. NAMI saves lives. As a NAMI ambassador, I want to help them keep up the good fight. This campaign will raise funds to support their amazing work, helping to equip NAMI's grassroots volunteers with training for our no-cost education, support, and awareness programs offered in communities across the country, and supporting our no-cost helpline, which responds to tens of thousands of inquiries each year to people in need of essential support and referrals. And you can earn fun rewards in the process. No donation is too small, and anything you contribute will be greatly appreciated.
Fair.
Indeed.
Wish your luck.
Totally. Let's see here. Rewards that you can earn for this includes for joining in at the $25 reward level, AJ Lee will mention you in a tweet. For $50, you will get a signed paperback copy of AJ's book, Crazy is My Superpower. For $75, you'll get both the book and the tweet, obviously. For $100, you'll get a signed paperback copy of the book with a personal message and a tweet from AJ. For $250, you'll get a signed paperback copy of AJ's book, Crazy is My Superpower, a personal message, a tweet from AJ, and you'll join AJ in a Google Hangout with fellow donors.
Okay, then.
For $1,000, you can get a signed paperback copy of AJ's book with a personal message from AJ, a tweet, and join in the personal Google Hangout. In a personal Google Hangout as opposed to the big group one. And for $5,000, you can get yourself a shopping trip, getting a signed paperback copy of the book with a personal message, a tweet, and a comic book shopping trip with AJ. So go shopping for a comic. So that's neat.
Fair.
So there is one left. There's only one of that shopping trip, and it's still available if you got $5,000 to drop. There's one left of the five $1,000 personal chat options, three left of the $250 group chat options. Let's see. There is 6 more left of the tweet and message combo, 2 left of the book and tweet, and about 16 left of the book, but ad infinitum of the tweet. So that's cool.
Fair.
So there you go.
Cool.
There you go.
Good at times.
Is that all the news?
Got one more.
All right.
And then we'll wrap this thing up. I said this for last because I figured we should end on some wrestling.
Okay.
What do you think?
Sure.
Seems like a solid idea.
And there goes Jim.
What?
Oh, you started talking and cut out, so I just assumed.
No, I'm here. Sorry, I'm just trying to check this out here.
Fair.
We have the final of the Mixed Match Challenge.
Okay.
And it was The Miz and Asuka, a.k.a. Team Asuka, taking on the Road Warriors, Bobby Roode and Charlotte Flair.
Okay.
All right. Rusev and Lana were chatting with fans via their phones, and Biggie and Carmella were over in another locker room. And so we had the match. It was pointed out that Asuka's unbeaten streak was on the line. Asuka and The Miz were fighting for the Rescue Dogs Rock charity. Corey Graves noted that Miz is a new father and loves dogs. What's not to love? And Miz begged Asuka to let him start the match, and he did so.
Okay.
So Miz took some chops from Bobby Roode and Charlotte, apparently, and pointed at Asuka before tagging her in. Charlotte also checked in per the rules of the mixed tag matches.
Mm-hmm.
The women locked up, went back and forth for a while. The men came back in, Miz tagging himself back in, which Asuka and the crowd were not pleased by. Roode rolled up Miz for a 2 count, then got the same count off a backslide. Asuka got very animated over the threat of losing her streak without her actually losing. Miz came back by tripping Bobby Roode on the apron. Worked him over in the ring, then taunted Charlotte as he set up for the figure 4, but Roode avoided it. Miz strutted in front of Charlotte and laughed at her before running into a Roode clothesline. Men tagged out and the women fought for a while. Asuka caught Charlotte with a series of kicks and then ran the ropes and ran her and then hit her with a hip attack. She tried to move again, but Charlotte countered it the second time and came out with 2 chops and a belly-to-belly. Went for a moonsault, got a near fall off it. Went for the figure 4, but Asuka kicked her away. Miz taunted Charlotte from the ropes, and Charlotte tried to slap him in the face, but he moved, and Asuka rolled her up for a 2. She came back with a boot, and then the women tagged out again. Roode got the better of Miz, performed a top rope clothesline, then went for the glorious DDT, but Miz countered into a skull-crushing finale attempt. Roode avoided that and rolled him up for 2. Miz then caught Roode with a kick and threw out the it kicks, as he likes to call them.
Mm-hmm.
As usual, the big kick got avoided, and Roode hit a Uranagi for a 2. Miz went to his corner, but Asuka was selling on the floor and couldn't be tagged back in. Miz caught Roode with a DDT for a 2, then held up 4 figures and went for the figure 4, but Bobby Roode kicked him away. And he tried for a hold again, but Roode countered into a 2-count roll-up. Miz went for the figure 4 yet again, but Charlotte speared him and then applied the figure 4 on Miz.
Okay, then.
While Cole pointed out she technically could not beat Miz due to the rules of the match.
True.
Asuka ran in and kicked Charlotte to break the hold. Bobby Roode then went for a glorious DDT, but Asuka caught him with a kick, then took out Charlotte. Asuka took out Charlotte, and Miz then hit Bobby Roode with a skull-crushing finale to give Team Asuka the Mixed Match Challenge victory.
Nice.
And to retain Asuka's undefeated streak.
Nice.
After the match, Renee Young entered the ring to talk to the winner, saying, let's hear it for the puppies, Miz said in reference to the charity. He spoke about being a great week due to the birth of his daughter and winning $100,000 for the Rescue Dogs Rock charity. He put over some of the other charities in play as well and said he would retain the Intercontinental title at WrestleMania. Asuka took the mic saying she would become the SmackDown Women's Champion. Miz said that just like the Rescue Dogs Rock, we are awesome. So Miz thanked the crowd, and Michael Cole thanked Beth Phoenix for working with them through the tournament, and the Mixed Match Challenge ended. So congratulations to Team Asuka and the Rescue Dogs Rock charity.
Of course, we knew that was going to happen because there's no way in hell they were going to have Asuka lose in a non-televised event.
Yep. Pretty much.
Kind of a fixed tournament from the beginning, if you ask me.
Wrestling is fixed? Oh my god.
Speaking of Miz and Asuka, I think I read something on, I think it could be rumored that with the shakeup, Miz could be going over to SmackDown to feud with Bryan.
I believe it. They built that up so much that needs to happen.
Yeah. So you think he's going to lose the title, go take time off to be a father, and then come back to SmackDown?
I could see it.
Bye, Mr. Raj. You've not been useful.
Well, you never know. He could take them with her.
Yeah, they could all go.
They could all go.
Great. That's the one thing SmackDown needs. Another joke tag team.
Send the New Day back to Raw.
That doesn't help things.
Well, aren't you trading a joke team for a choke team? Because the rumor is that Cammy could be going over to Raw.
No, Team Cammy has talent. Unlike the Mr. Raj. I'm sorry if you put them two together. I'm sorry, Team Cammy would trounce them.
True.
Like it would be a squash match. It would be there would be no contest there. It'd be a squash match.
Yeah.
Even with the Miz helping them.
Mm-hmm. Well, alrighty then. So, this has been our WWE Fantasy Log. Thank you two for joining me, as always.
Absolutely. Sorry I was late.
That's okay. And, of course, be sure to check out Wrestlemania tomorrow. And be sure to join us this coming Thursday evening when we will recap WrestleMania and round out our season with the finale.
Indeed.
And next weekend, of course, we will... we're going to be working out some details of potentially how the videos are going to allot. We'll let you know. We might be separating the news out. We're not sure.
There will be much as videos.
Yeah, one way or another, there will be a draft and there will be a new season launching.
Indeed.
So stay tuned for that next weekend. Peace.
See you later with love, the Queen of Hearts.
Yep.